How much more longer you was going? Sound like you was at the end of that train. Shit.
Nah, what's good though, man?
Shit, man. I finally recovered from fucking Vegas.
Oh shit, you know you gotta tell me about it.
Oh yeah, you are right. Story for fucking days, man. Story for fucking days. Oh my god, it was one of the best up to this point. One of the best experiences as far as traveling. It's one of the best experiences so far.
Wow. So you went you drove over there?
Oh hell no.
That's like a 24-hour drive.
Took the plane, flew Delta.
Oh,
you know
okay. Got money.
I mean, a little something, you know what I'm saying? But I advise anybody to get on Delta.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They some good. That's a good airline. So I tell you that.
They treated you well over there.
Yeah, it was straight. Cause I had a fly from Charlotte to Detroit, and then Detroit to Vegas, and then the same way back.
Dang, you was over there. Go ahead.
But yeah, flying back is quicker than flying to. But going to, that fucked me all the way up. Cause you know the time zones change and shit. So I'm saying thinking like when you got to go from Detroit to Vegas, I'm saying thinking like, okay, we got like an hour, 2 hours, whatever, like an hour and a half. So every time I'm thinking we close, then the damn time zone has changed. So then it's just added on time. So
damn.
It ended up being like almost damn near 4 hours, you know. But it was like, it is what it is. Niggas held the piss the whole time. It was on a bigger plane. So it's like I'm like in the middle of the damn plane, and you know, like those little what they call them, the women that be coming up and down the aisles,
the stewardess.
Yeah. So they damn got the fucking carts and shit. So niggas got to piss. Like damn, bitch, get out the way. But it's like whatever. I'm gonna just sit here, just hold my piss.
Why she gotta be a bitch though, man?
Ah, damn, you wanna. It's a saying of endearment. Okay. Alright.
Nah, but wait, so you held it in, you never got up to go to the bathroom? Yeah,
like the Detroit flight, I just held it in all 4 hours. I thugged it out. I wasn't trying to walk that far, and like I said, it kept pushing back, so I'm thinking, okay, you know, I can wait an hour, but then it go in 2 hours. Then you know what I'm saying, like one of those deals. So it's like, damn, man, I might as well just. And then, like I said, they kept getting away. So I'm not saying trying to squeeze by them. You know what I'm saying? Cause they be handing out cheeses, so you know what I'm saying, cookies and water and soda and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was getting Cheez-Its and water the whole time, bro.
Cheez-Its and water, man.
Yeah.
So that came with the ride, right?
You said what?
Like all of that came with the service, right? You didn't have to pay for that?
Yeah, all that was complimentary. Yeah.
Got you.
I just cause I ate that morning, and then like I didn't eat again until that night when I landed. But actually, I didn't even eat when I landed. I ain't eat until the next day.
Golly. So go ahead.
Okay, because this is why. So, I finally... Oh, shit. Damn dog. Okay, so yeah. So, when I land, right? I land in Vegas. So, you know, that heat out there is just different.
Yeah.
Like, it's dry. Like, so, I land at night. So, it's about 10 o'clock. About 10 o'clock, and it's kind of like the dry version of Florida.
Okay.
So it's like as soon as you step out, like that heat just smack you in the face. So they had they had the taxis lined up, waiting to take you to wherever. So I get in with some Chicago dude, and yeah, so he pretty much got me hip to the game, because he had been out there for 8 years or whatnot, So he was telling me about, how the alcohol spots on the outside of Vegas is cheaper than when you get inside of Vegas or whatnot. So, and then he was telling me about, but later on he was telling me about, how Drea's is really the only like hip hop club there and stuff like that. Cause Drea's, that's where all the, the popping hip hop artists go. And that just so happened to be the week that everybody was fucking there. But I'll get to that later. So then, so he dropped me. But he took me by the ABC store or alcohol store. Cause they open 24/7 there.
Wow.
And how here it's like 9 o'clock or whatnot. There is 24/7. So he took me there, and I got the half gallon Bacardi Gold. I didn't get the black because I didn't see the half gallon. So I got the half gallon of Bacardi Gold. So I got that, and then a case of water, which for 12 pack, I got the Dasani for a 12 pack, $9, definitely $10.
Okay.
But I knew it was gonna come in handy, so I just went ahead and copped it. So I got that, and then so then we was riding. He was telling, just chopping it up. He asked me about what sports. Do I watch sports and shit and all that shit, but all he watched was boxing and wrestling and shit. He ain't really, he knew a little about football and basketball, but niggas like that, they don't be really knowing what they're talking about. So so I was but then when we came up to, so we were talking, and then when we came up to the spot where Tupac got shot, he was like, "Hold on, this is where he got shot." I was like, "Oh shit." You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just a moment in my history, like, it's just taking it all in, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, boom. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Then, cause I like I said, I got there the night before everybody else got there, so I had to get my own hotel. So he was taking me to my hotel, and they was doing, a bunch of fucking road work and shit. So, with me doing DoorDash, I'm used to them funny looking roads, because that's all niggas do here in Charlotte, just fucking make roads for no fucking reason. Mm-hmm. So this nigga like, damn, like, how the fuck am I about to get around here? So I'm like, I spot it out quick. I'm like, boom, just hit that, boom, 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 and we good. They're like, oh shit, how you point that out? You know what I'm saying? Because niggas won't have to walk had I not pointed the shit out.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so good thing I was on my shit. So I pull up, you know what I'm saying? I paid them. Them niggas be slick. Because they don't even, how like in restaurants they give you like a smaller percentage, like small percentage type tips, like what it be like 7% or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like this nigga had like 20%, 40%, 50%. I'm like, nigga, what?
Oh shit.
So it had the option to not give a tip, but I didn't want to not give him a tip. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to give him 20 either. But I just went ahead and gave him 20% tip. You know what I'm saying? So it ended up costing me like $20. Cause I would have went Lyft, but I didn't have the app, and my phone was fucking up. So I didn't. It was downloading hella slow. So anyways, I didn't care. I expected to pay money in Vegas or whatnot. So it was whatever. So get to the hotel. You know what I'm saying? I get, you know what I'm saying, pull up to the, pull up to try to get my key and shit. Chick was talking about how, she's from Cali, you know what I'm saying, but she was saying how fake people is in Vegas and shit, and, shit like that, and how, she was cute and all that, and, stuff, and he was saying, like, it was a sign, because the dude before her was talking about how they was from Charlotte, and how, from North Carolina, how she should visit, and then here I go, and, all kind of, like, voodoo type shit, or whatever, okay. But, she was cool, though, and, so then, go up to my room, had a hard time going up to my room, because there was 2 fucking towers in that building. It was a big-ass building, so I had trouble with that. Finally figured it out, get up to the room finally, so now it's about 11 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, niggas is hungry, you know what I'm saying, but I want to drink, though, before I go out, because I'm planning on going out.
Oh, wait, so hold on, so the day you landed, you planned on going out that night? Well,
I wanted to see how how, early it was. 'Cause I know, Vegas, like, they up all night. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I get to my room, it's 11 o'clock, so it's early over there. You know what I'm saying? But all I wanted to do was go out, get some wings, walk the strip, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to do. I ain't trying to go to no club or nothing. So
you was dolo.
Yeah,
you was dolo, and you wanted to just check it out real quick.
Yeah,
gotcha,
pretty much. I just wanted to roam around dolo. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So get up to the room, change. Gotta get my drip right. You know what I'm saying? And then I poured up I think a 10-ounce cup of the gold Bacardi. I was good. I knew I would be good because I ain't had nothing on my fucking stomach. So I was like, okay, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm good for the night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, but there you can walk around with your open container as long as it's in a cup.
Wow,
they don't care.
That's dope, bro. I need to visit Vegas.
Yeah. As long as it's not no beer bottle, like you can walk around with an open cup. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you can walk around with the bottle poured up, and then as long as the bottle was, sealed up, you good.
Wow.
So, but I ain't walk around with the bottle. I just walked around with a cup. So then I ran into this dude from Pittsburgh or whatnot. So, we chopping it up or whatnot. I'm sitting here looking for wings. Long story short, never fucking found the wings. Was drunk as shit. Ended up back in the damn room somehow. And it was, and, but that's the first, mind you, that's the first fucking night.
The first night.
That's the first fucking night. And then I woke up the next morning and I probably went to sleep like probably 3, 4. Woke up like hella early, like 8, 9.
Uh-huh. You
know what I'm saying? Which would be like East Coast time, be like what? Like 12, 1. So I mean, I just woke up because the checkout time was supposed to be 11. But you know how like when you on the emails it show like it shows the checkout time, but then it like under it shows like like car rental, some shit like that. Like so it was fucking with my what I'm saying? It was fucking with me because it was saying like 12. It was something to 12. So that I'm saying thinking the checkout time is 12 when in reality it's 11. But the lady was cool and she ended up letting me not have to pay a fee or whatnot. But then boom, I check out. And then I'm walking to the other spot where we're supposed to stay at, the suite where we're supposed to stay at. So I walked 15 minutes the wrong fucking way. Damn. Mind you, this is the hottest day recorded so far this summer in Vegas. So it's up to like 108 degrees at this point.
Shit.
So so I walked 15 minutes the wrong way. Only have to walk 34 minutes the other way. Niggas was fucking tired. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward. And mind you, I have my personal bag and my carry-on on me. Damn. With the heavy-ass bottle in the bag.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You didn't want to take an Uber over there. It's some more money. It's more money spent. I feel what you're saying.
Exactly. So then, boom. So I get there, fast forward. My homies get there, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. So then that night, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, I was already in my dress clothes the whole day. You know what I'm saying? I was good for the night. You know what I'm saying? But them niggas, they had to go, they had to shower and shit and get dressed or whatnot. And, you know what I'm saying? They didn't even do that until like 12 o'clock. So I'm waiting on them. My ass passed out on the damn couch because I'm tired and I've been drinking.
Right.
So I'm passed out on the couch, mouth open, all that. These niggas, they try to wake me up, but I was gone. Like I was out for the count. But take a picture, all that shit, and then dip out. You know what I'm saying? Bring some chicks back to the room, smash, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. You're not gonna pass. You ain't gonna run past that part. So while you were asleep, they took a picture of you, right?
Yeah.
And then they left, brought some girls back to the room, and it was like a full-on orgy in the room.
Well, okay, so one of the guys getting married.
Right.
So he didn't do anything. The other dude was smashing. It was an Asian chick, like a full-on Asian chick, and then it was like one of those like she was Asian too, but it was like a different kind of Asian. So that's the one that was on the dude getting married. So I was in the sleep. Couldn't find out they had a third person, but You know, I was knocked the fuck out. But in the middle, while they was gone, I woke up and was like, damn, these motherfuckers done left me. And then I just took my clothes off and went into the room or whatnot. So yeah, so all that happened like literally, cause they got in at like 4:00. Then when I woke up officially, and I heard some females, I heard a female voice out in the outside. I'm thinking it was the females that we ran into earlier. I think because it was like a group of 5 of them. So I'm thinking, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hurry up and put my shorts on and shit while running out. And then it's just the dude get married and some chick. I'm like, oh, shit. And then I try to turn back around or whatnot. But he said, good thing I walked in because she was about to convince him, you know what I'm saying, do some things.
Wow.
So it was like, all right. So, yeah, I walked in the right time. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so yeah. So that was the first 2 days. And it just get crazier from there, bro. It get crazy. Like I think if you want me to, I can go into the transsexual story.
Oh shit! What?
Yo, I tell you, it's crazy.
You know what?
Fast forwarding over some other bullshit.
You know what? We gonna save it. We gonna save it for when our guests come on. How's that?
Okay.
It's up to you. We can do it now or when the guests come on.
I mean, it don't matter. We gotta get some sports to get into, right?
Oh yeah. So yeah, let's save that for, so what was that, 50% of the story? You got 50 more percent?
Yeah.
I bet. So yeah, we're gonna say that we got a guest coming on today. Who we got coming on, G?
Got, Nia, Queen Nee.
Already.
Coming back. Returning our first repeat guest.
Yes, one of our favorite guests. She's coming back for a second episode. She's probably going to be here for a couple of more too, because she's really definitely good. She's really good. Let's get this joint started, man. I'm Kai Smooth. That's Petty G. This is the Burg Bros Podcast. Burg Bros Podcast.
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, greens, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey. You made it! You made it! You made it! You made it!
Oh yeah.
So, G, man, it's a lot's been going on as far as the NBA. I'm trying to wait on the NFL to get some news in, but, a lot is still going on in the NBA, even in the off season.
I wish we would have did this shit last week. Cause there was so much shit popping off.
Yeah. In
the NBA, it kind of slowed off now, but so much shit.
Yeah, last week would have been crazy. A lot of stuff happened last week.
Yeah. How you feel about this shit?
The main thing I want to talk about is the OKC and Houston Rockets trade. Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook. Yo, I feel like I feel like the Rockets, it could work, bro. Russell and James, I feel like that could work. I feel like they're going to be dominant. But it's not championship ready. They're not going to be championship ready. I feel like they need more depth. They don't have enough depth. They got those 2 superstars on the team at the guards. They got Clint Capella still, PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon. I feel like Eric Gordon should still come off the bench. They should get a small forward to start. But I just feel like Eric Gordon shouldn't start. He provides that burst off the bench. And who else is coming off like Iman Shumpert or Austin Rivers? I feel like that's not enough for a championship. They don't got enough size and depth. But I do like the team. I like the team going to the second round of playoffs at least.
Yeah, I just don't like that. I just don't like the two guards as the stars. I don't like that because that's why I didn't work with Paul and Harden, because it is. I mean, you really think about it, two guards dominant, like it don't work. Like look at Damian Lillard and McCollum. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't work. Like,
sometimes.
I don't see that. Give me an example of that shit working.
The Golden State Warriors.
They were spread out, like, a good 4 positions, though. you had two dominant guards, and then you also had two dominant forwards.
I mean, before KD.
For KD, you had two dominant guards, a dominant forward, and then you had the best bench in the league. What's his name? Motherfucker that went to Barnes. Barnes coming off as a small forward / power forward off the bench. You had Sean Livingston coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the Bogut. I think he was a starting center. You know what I'm saying? He was a solid center. You know what I'm saying? That before KD got there. You know what I'm saying? And the list go on as far as their bench was concerned.
We all knew who the two stars were on that team. Well, two and a half, maybe three. We already knew the Splash.
3 stars.
But when we talked about the Warriors back then, it was the Splash Brothers.
Yeah, but everybody also was big on Green, because Green didn't really start getting heat until the past couple seasons. But during the Splash Brothers era, that's when he was at his peak. That's when people was actually giving him his credit, because his shooting percentage was way up. His overall stats were just way up. It didn't start dipping until recently.
But yeah, if you had to give them a 2K rating, would you rate Draymond above Klay or Steph Curry?
No, I wouldn't rate them above that, but they set the bar. But their rating is already high though. So it's like, okay, you got two superstars, right? Got two of the best 3-point shooters in history. So if you just think about just strictly their 3-point efficiency, their rating, like that shit, both of their 3-point rating would be 99. Draymond's would have been at the time probably at 87, 88. You go to overall, you put Steph obviously at a fucking 99, and then you put what's the name, Thompson, put him at like a 93, 94. And then you have Draymond overall probably 88, 89. So he wouldn't be higher, but he would still be high in the ratings. You know what I'm saying? He'd still be third best player on the team.
I mean, yeah, but everybody knows it's the Splash Brothers. Everybody.
But, okay, so who is that? Okay, who is that 89 rated player on the Houston right now?
Clint Capella.
You got Harden at 99. You got Westbrook at 97, 98. Who is that player? Who's that third player?
Clint Capella.
What's his rating?
I don't know right now, but he would be in the 80s, like mid to high 80s.
So you would put Capella right now over Draymond during the pre-Durant era?
Not yet. Draymond adds more to the table.
Okay.
I mean, they played two different positions and they played two different playing styles, man. I'm just saying, just the point that there were two guards that worked and they won the chip. Two guards as the superstars.
Okay, I feel that.
I'm trying to think of another one.
I mean, my thing is they're gonna, if they're gonna really make a serious push, then they do. If Capella is that dominant big man on a team, then he's gonna have to really step it up. That's all I'll say about that.
I think the New York Knicks back in the 73. Hold on, let me look that up.
Oh my God, this nigga went to 73. God damn.
Yeah, man. That's the only championship ring they got.
But 73 Knicks team though, you gotta go that far back. God damn, nigga. Shit, that's damn near Bill Russell era. That's like that was like a decade before that. A little less than a decade before that.
Yeah, a little bit less.
Damn, nigga. Yeah. I mean, my thing is, I think they'll make a great. I think that, like, once I thought about it, because at first I was like, that's a disgusting combination. That is just nasty. Not in a good way. Like, that's nasty.
Okay.
Then I thought about it. Then I was like, okay, Westbrook is not much of a pure shooter. He's more of a scrap guy. Harden is more of a shooter. He's more of a ISO player. So with that being said, they wouldn't really bump heads. They both need the ball in their hand, but they play so differently with the ball in their hand that it could work. You know, cause kind of like how LeBron James and Kyrie was. Like they both was ball dominant, but they were ball dominant in different ways.
Right.
So then once I think about that, then it's like, okay, it can still work, but they're both small. That's the only difference. LeBron is 6'9", 260. He made up for that. James Harden is 6'5". Westbrook 6'3". You know what I'm saying? Like, the height matters. So that's why Capella would have to step up.
Yeah, he would have to. He would have to become a 5-star center for that team to make it to a championship. But yeah, I'm looking up the roster for the Knicks in '73, and it had 2 guards that won the chip. It was Walt Frazier and Earl Monroe. Walt Frazier was the point guard, and Earl Monroe was a shooting guard. So I'm just giving you examples, man. 2 guards can make it happen.
Okay. I mean, that's a whole nother era. That's pre-Jordan era. That's pre-Magic era. Pre-Ewing era.
Magic is right in there. When he get drafted?
Oh yeah, he was before Ewing, right? Wait, when was Ewing drafted?
Ewing was in the 80s.
Okay, yeah. So never mind. So yeah, pre-Magic. That's pretty much the era. That's how we have to do this shit. Jordan era. Okay, James era, Jordan era, Magic era, and then like Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell era. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, he was within like that Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell era.
Yeah. Shout out to Earl Monroe for coming from a HBCU.
Right? Which college you play for?
Winston-Salem State.
Oh shit.
And also Willis Reed from coming from Grambling State.
Okay.
I mean, I guess the HBCUs was popping back in the 70s, man.
Man, we need to motherfucking rejuvenate that shit.
Yeah, nah.
Money different now, though. Money different now.
Yeah, niggas got money now.
Yes, man. Like, if you gonna, if HBCU is ever to land a big star, like a big star would have to just do it for the love of black people, honestly. Cause there is nothing that a HBCU can offer them that a Alabama or Florida, you know what I'm saying, like those big pimping schools, there's nothing that they can offer them.
Nah, here's what you do. Here's what you do. When you're recruiting, take them to the school. Take them to the school on a Wednesday, Fried Chicken Wednesday, where all the, the dresses come out, summertime fine type shit. They're gonna look at all of that and be like, "Wow, this seems like a place I can, go to school at and play sports and have these, these women root for me." So that's what you do. Take them to Fried Chicken Wednesday. Make sure the girls pop out with their outfits and, make sure they get recruited to the school and all that.
No, because I would say that would work, but then you think about where we went to school, Central. So then you have Duke, 15 minutes away. You have UNC Chapel Hill, 15 minutes away. It's not for them to, catch a Uber or drive or whatever to see the same women and bag the same women, and then also pay to get into Fish Friday and Chicken Wednesday.
Wait, so you mean if they went to Duke or UNC, they would pay to get into our cafeteria?
I mean, they wouldn't have to. I mean, they wouldn't necessarily have to because if you a Zion Williamson, you getting into the cafeteria for free. Like,
unless Amy's at the front.
oh God!
She not letting nobody in.
My nigga, though. Amy, my nigga.
Yeah, she's
Amy
cool.
is my
She's
nigga.
cool, man. She's cool. But if she's there, Zion woke up. Who are you?
Right, like nigga, who are you, nigga? I don't watch basketball, nigga. Like where you call that, nigga? He'd be like, but then see, this way he'll get her. Then he'd be like, yo, hey, shawty, handle this. She fucking swipe herself in, then flex him in.
True.
Okay. And all he got to do was just rotate him out. Like once she run out of flex, oh, shawty, I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy for them. They have the star power to do it. They have the money to do it. They can get the bad joints to flex them in. It's nothing.
Yo, I'm kind of glad I'm not on that celebrity status right now because it's kind of like it's like a given. You're going to get bad joints if you're on a celebrity status, no matter how ugly you are. It's like it's not nothing to fight for. It's nothing to earn. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say that. But the problem with that is then it don't become a battle of getting bad joints. It become a battle of which ones are sincere. Cause there is the ones like I was listening to Dennis Rodman, his old interview with Oprah, like in 90s, like 95, 96, before they won a championship or whatnot, like with him, his first time being on the team. And he was saying like how, he could bag anybody or whatnot. You know how Dennis Rodman looked. You know what I'm saying? That's dress, colorful hair, earrings, like transvestite, wearing clothes, drag queen, whatever. He could bag anybody, but he was saying how like women was trying to trap him. You know what I'm saying? And was putting all kind of allegations on him and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
So just imagine like Jordan or LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, imagine.
So that's where.
Imagine Michael Ealy.
Michael Ealy.
You know who he is?
Michael Ealy. Hold on, let me look who Michael Ealy is.
Yeah, why are you looking that up? Dang, you made me lose my train of thought. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The being a celebrity is kind of like.
Michael Ealy. You talking about? You went way somewhere else. You talking about the actor?
Yeah.
Hey, like nigga, what? I'm thinking about sports still. I'm like, hold on, what? Nigga, what? Because see, this how I know this is your man crush right here. We're talking about famous basketball players.
Look, man.
I'll go with a light-skinned, pretty-eyed nigga. That has nothing to do with sports.
Yo, look, man. You can
explain yourself. Explain yourself.
Yo, niggas know that's the nigga in charge right now. Him and who else? What's his name?
In charge of what? What was the last movie he been in?
That suspense movie, that thriller movie. I forgot what the name of it was.
Exactly, man. He ain't in charge of shit right now.
Who else running
in
the
the
game?
acting world?
What's the dude name? He from the UK, the dark skinned dude.
Idris Elba?
Yeah, Idris Elba. He running the game too. He
was running the game like 5 years ago. He's not running the game no more. These two niggas was running the game 5 years ago.
Okay, you got a point there.
If you seen Idris Elba and this that Netflix shit that he's in now, like it's shot in Britain. It's like one of those FBI shits. Like it's one of those shits. Like this nigga hair is crazy. Like it looks crazy, bruh. It looks nasty. He ain't got a shape up. This nigga. This nigga got faulty waves. Like it's not even like real waves. It's like it's like I don't know. It's a stream, my nigga. Like I don't know what the fuck it is. Like this nigga
said,
nasty. He's not running shit anymore.
He lost it, bro.
He lost it. He don't have like look this nigga up now, bro. He don't have a shape up at all. Like it's different over there in England, bro. It's different over there in England, bro.
They ain't got
like, them niggas don't care.
They ain't got good barbershops over there.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know they barely brush their teeth over there. You know what I'm saying? Like they different over there, bro.
They drink a lot of coffee over there too.
Yeah, they different, bro. Anyways, how the fuck we even get on this?
Because you said Michael Ealy is running the game, so we had to go into it real quick.
Okay, so we're gonna keep up with the lies. Anyway, long story short, if you want these HBCUs to get some star power, you're gonna need these parents that raise their kids to overlooking the money and looking long game, thinking big picture. Honestly, if you get a Zion Williamson caliber player at a HBCU, that's going to transcend the way we look at college sports forever.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to happen. I feel like it's going to happen one day. One day, like the top recruit is going to go to a HBCU and just shatter the whole world.
Yeah, I hope it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, these HBCUs is more diverse. All the colleges is more diverse nowadays. So it's like, but it's like you still want your ancestors to be able to reap the benefits of what the struggle they had to go through back in the day. And, you know, it just be feel good like that. You know, the David versus Goliath. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, big school be able to beat. You know what I'm saying? Little school be able to beat big school. You know what I'm saying? Like Appalachian. That's why Appalachian State was so big. You know, back in 2007. You remember that when they beat Michigan State?
Yeah.
And that was such a big deal.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, they only made it to that level because you had coaches that had the vision. Then you was able to recruit talented enough players to be able to develop over years. So then they reached that level. And now Appalachian, like anybody in North Carolina, I guarantee like 50% of students that graduate goes to Appalachian State. Whether you're in Charlotte or you're in Durham, you know what I'm saying? All them kids, they'll go to Appalachian State if their grades is good enough. Go to Appalachian State. Why? Just because of that one program, football. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And honestly, they probably up there with East Carolina as far as party schools. Honestly, I went one year.
Really?
One of my boys from high school, he went up there. Asian kid went to his dorm. His freshman year, he was dorming with some sophomores, juniors. I had fucking beer boxes like lined on the fucking walls and shit. Like, wow. The whole wall was lined with beer boxes, of all kinds.
Yeah, see, that's what college is, man. Just knowing everybody turns up and everybody's having fun and everybody's going to school. Like, it's a moment. It's a time to be alive, bro. And I what's the word I'm looking for? I took it for granted. I took all of that life for granted, bro. But I don't have any regrets. It was fun. It was very fun.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's why I try to recreate, you know, good memories. You know, that's where I'm at with traveling now, man. Especially like Las Vegas. I guess, you know, when you go to cities like that, like New Orleans, Atlanta, Vegas, you know what I'm saying? What I hear is, you know, people talking about Houston. That's your adult way of recreating college.
Exactly.
It's about traveling. You know what I'm saying?
We waiting on our mans to get married, man. It's taking him a little minute, so we can go traveling out there, having a bachelor's party.
Man, we need to just go traveling regardless, man.
Bro, I promise you, son. If John has a bachelor's party, bro, I'm getting stupid drunk. Like, and not only me, I'm making everybody there better be on my level too.
You already know I'll be on the level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
already know I'll be on some shit. We gotta get beat. Brandon is the one nigga that's just tipsy enough to just, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't all the way there. He was always that guy.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
He was always that guy. He never got like drunk. He was just like tipsy.
Except there was some occasions where he got overboard. There was one occasion. I think you remember what I'm talking about. We went to it was a pre-dawn night, and we were in line, and he stepped out of line. Anything coming to your memory?
I don't remember that.
The next day, night. See, I don't want to air my man's out without him being here, but
well, you ain't got to. I don't remember the shit anyway.
But yeah, I mean, like it would be sometimes he would get to that level. With me, I would get there, but I never got babysat. John, he would always be in control. Like, he would be driving that whip drunk as shit, bro. Crossfaded, everything. He would be whipping it.
Yeah, I want to talk about John, but I want him to be on the podcast first before we go there.
Yeah. So that podcast is gonna be like 5 hours long.
Oh my god, because John. I gotta talk about some stuff with John. Yeah. But yeah, anyways.
Son, that's the big blood, to be honest, man.
You said what?
That's the big blood, to be honest.
Oh yeah, for real. He revolutionized everything. He was ahead of the trends of every fucking thing.
Niggas thought he was in the background. Nah, he's a nigga that's leading. He's leading. Yeah. He's transcendent. That's what he is, man.
But I like Lil Wayne say, niggas. Man, how did shit go? God damn it!
Come on now, get your bars straight.
God damn. Okay. Here we go. Real G's moving silence like lasagna.
Exactly.
There we go. But yeah, anyways,
that man,
the summer league.
One last thing. That man graduated in 4 years, man.
Yeah, he was on some female shit with that. Cause, all the females, they graduate on time. Niggas was the ones on that 5-year plan and shit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We all looking at John like, what is you doing?
Nigga, what are you doing, nigga? Why are you graduating on time? You're making all of us fucking look bad.
Stay back for a little while.
Right. Just chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? But hey, shout out to John. Nigga went to that damn bougie ass Campbell, graduate school and shit. He hated that shit though. The nightlife there, that shit was different. He hated that shit, and I seen it too firsthand.
Yeah, they smoked cigarettes and had 40s every lit party.
I don't even know how. It was so bad that it got to the point where I'm thinking about, cause that was during the time where they was killing like black men and shit, cops and shit.
Yeah. So
like the party was so bad, or the kickback, whatever, was so fucking bad that I'm sitting here crying about my little brother. Like that's how bad the motherfucking party was. Like if I'm seeing beautiful brides and shit, what I'm saying, here and there. Like, what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get in my bag. Like, nigga, how did it get to that point? Like, why am I on that shit right now?
Crazy.
Like, y'all that lame?
It was so bad. It was so bad. You was focused on something else, crying.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it worse than the UNCG joint?
No, that was funny. It wasn't worse than that. I mean, no, it was worse than that. UNC joint was funny. I enjoyed that one.
Okay.
That was funny. I ain't even gonna hate on that because that was funny. That was a funny time.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That was fun. Like how one chick. Okay. Like so, the chick. She started out with Reek, right? Yeah. Then she started out with Reek. No, yeah. She started out with me. Technically, I didn't. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Start out with me, then to Reek, then to you. But her worst was between because the whole reason Reek went down there was because of her.
Yeah. Oh man, this is bad. You don't let the list. Just save it. Just save it, G. This is bad. Save it, man. We don't want to air that man out. We don't want to air that man out, man.
Alright, I'm gonna chill out. I'm ruthless like that. That was horrible, though. That was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad news, man. Niggas didn't know, but it was bad.
That was bad.
Nah, the worst was when we couldn't really find a place to stay. It was me, you, and Brandon, and we was at my man's crib, and we had to make accommodations, and it was cold in there.
Yeah, niggas had to sleep head to toe and shit.
Yeah, no covers, bro, no pillows.
Yeah, no sheets.
Nothing,
just
man.
A bare ass bed. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was going on with that.
Yeah, you only do that shit in college, man. You get older, bro. I ain't doing this.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
Nah, but yo, G, let's talk about this 5-year max contract from Ben Simmons, man. Does he deserve it?
I mean, if he improved his jump shot, yeah.
No. Did he deserve that 5-year max? Because he just got signed to a 5-year max.
So are you saying up to this point, did he deserve it?
Yes.
No. But you not say a couple weeks ago on a podcast that they do these contracts for potential.
Yep.
So that if he can potentially get a jump shot, then it'd be worth it because he dominated everywhere else.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's such a unique talent that I feel like that it is worth, like, he's worth that 5-year max contract right now, because if you let him go, he gonna win a championship on another team. And
I don't think.
And as a general manager, you're gonna get fired if that happens.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, if he really wanted a jump shot, he would have had it by now. His work ethic, he ain't got the Jordan, James, like, mindset, Kobe mindset. Like,
bro,
he just,
I'm tired.
Whatever.
Look, bro, I'm tired of everybody saying that. He has Ben Simmons mindset. Kobe has Kobe mindset.
Okay, Ben Simmons' mindset is to not work on a jumper, despite everybody saying you should get a jumper.
But maybe he's listening to himself and improving himself, and he's just doing it his way.
Okay, and where is that getting him?
A championship ring.
He's a B-level talent until he develops a jump shot. So his way, and this is what how long he been in the league now?
Like
4 years?
I think 3 years.
Really?
3 to 4 years, something like that.
Yeah, cause the rookie contract is like 4 years. I think. Yeah, I think you get that fifth option, team option. Let me see. Let's see how long this nigga. He got drafted 2016.
So yeah, 3 years.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like we said a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Your third year, you should already have kind of gotten to that point talent wise. Maybe not, you know what I'm saying, mentally, maybe not team wise as far as who's on your team. That's what happened with Jordan. Jordan, he was there talent wise because he had that work ethic to get to that point talent wise. But maybe he just mentally, or maybe it was just a team around him, you know, during that first 7 years, you know what I'm saying, that before he got his first ring, you know what I'm saying, maybe it was a team around him, or maybe it was just his mindset mentally in the clutch moments that prevented them from, you know, getting further in the playoffs. But this guy, it's his talent. Everybody's talking about just his talent. Nobody even talking about his ability to close out a game. Nobody's talking about the talent around him, because it was tremendous. You know, it's still tremendous. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody's talking about his talent. You Nobody was talking about Jordan's talent. Nobody was talking about Kyrie Irving's talent. Nobody was talking about LeBron James' talent. It was just the mental aspect of it in clutch moments.
Now, yeah, okay, I can agree with that. But I will say, people did mention LeBron's jump shot when he entered the league.
Yes, but what did he do? He worked on it, right?
Right. It took him some time. It didn't take him 3 years. It took him some time, overtime.
Okay, Ben Simmons has yet to hit a three in his 3 years of being in the league. LeBron James was at least hitting threes. It wasn't a high percentage, but he was hitting threes. This dude has yet to score a three in his 3 years of playing basketball in the NBA. It's different. He don't even attempt, really. He barely attempt threes. And then he has yet to make a three.
Yeah, I don't think he attempts them either. I think it's at 0% attempts.
Let me see. Let me look at this.
But yeah, man, I like if somebody told me Ben Simmons 5-year max contract, $170 million, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna take that. Yeah, I ain't got no worries. I don't even care if he never develops a jump shot. I'm gonna take it.
He's 6'9" and don't have a jump. He don't have a three range. You let Brook Lopez out here. You remember Brook Lopez for the first most of his career never attempted a three like Ben Simmons, and then just all of a sudden hit threes, like, and that's only because he had, I think he had like some kind of leg surgery. I can't remember what part of the leg, but he had some kind of leg surgery, and you know what I'm saying, it affected how he could do in the post, so he had no choice but to develop a jump shot. You know what I'm saying? But that just goes to his thinking. He got out of his ego. I mean, the position he played, it wasn't even an ego thing. It was, hey, you're 7 foot. You need to be in the post. You don't even need to be shooting threes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons, you're a combo forward / center. Like you need to, and you played your whole career in the new era of playing basketball. So there's no reason for you not to have a three.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Side note. Phil Jackson was also in that 1973 win Knicks team back then, so they were stacked.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, he was like a backup. He wasn't like for real.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, don't give me that. Talk about some side note, nigga. No, nigga. No.
It's a side note.
No.
You know what I mean? It's a side note.
No. Anyways, did you been watching any of the summer league games?
I seen a few. No. I didn't watch like the full games. I just seen highlights from those games.
Yeah, so they were taking place while I was in Vegas. And they was in Vegas and I was in Vegas too. But
you should have went.
One Zion,
front row seats.
I mean, yeah, because Zion was fucking out, so I could have got some front row seats at them. And the sad part is, I think we was like right down the street from the MGM studios too, like where where they played at. I think we were like right down the street from that shit too.
Word.
But yeah.
Wait, so how many days did you guys spend out there?
We was there from Wednesday, June 10th, to the 14th on Sunday.
Facts. That's lit.
Yeah. So I was out there June 10th. They didn't get there until June 11th. But yeah, we was there during the midst of the game. We were literally watching the games as they were, on TV as they was being played like right beside us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy.
Did you spend a bag in Vegas?
No, I ain't. Nah, one thing, I didn't gamble at all, because my thing is, I was considering it, like from what everybody was saying before going down there, and then I got down there. It's like a bigger version of like you know how like Franklin Street is in Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I'm saying, or like just walking around campus, like when it's lit.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a bigger version of that. Like, you don't want to just be stationary. Like, I'm a young nigga. Like, I was with a couple 30-year-olds. So I'm a young nigga. I'm trying to move, man. I ain't trying to be stuck in no fucking slot machine like a 70-year-old old nigga. Like I'm young. I'm trying to see what she talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to move, man. I ain't trying to be stuck in a fucking slot machine.
You trying to go salsa dancing? That's what you trying to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to salsa dance up in song. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to just you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to be on stationary. You know what I'm saying? So we were just moving, bro. Like we were just moving. But it was fun. It was fun. But anyways, yeah, summer league. You know, I mean Zion, he got hurt and shit. That was like the first game. You know, niggas bumped knees or some shit, and so he was out the rest of the game. But if we were gonna try to cop some tickets, you know what I'm saying, if Zion was still playing, just to see that nigga play live, but he got hurt, so it was like, nah.
I'm gonna go see him live, man. I'm gonna go down to New Orleans, see him live, bro. I'm gonna cop me a ticket.
Yo, that would be like the perfect trip.
Oh hell
like,
yeah!
Mardi Gras, New Orleans Mardi Gras, and that's in the midst of the season too. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that'd be wild. That'd be wild.
That's a perfect storm.
But yeah, man. So like during the summer league, they said, you know, there was some concerns about his weight as to why he got injured like that. What you think about that?
I think it was just a freak. It's just a play that could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
I do think that his weight will be a concern moving forward because it's baby. A lot of it is baby fat. Like it's not pure muscle. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's baby fat. So it's like you playing up against guys that not necessarily weigh your amount, but they're way, you know what I'm saying, they're taller, they're more athletic, you're just as athletic, you know what I'm saying, they move, they're quicker, you know what I'm saying, like, it's different in NBA than you is in college, so it's like, over time, the seasons is longer, you got 82 games, that's not even including preseason, that's not even including off-season stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's different in NBA. So I think it will be a problem moving forward because you know you used to playing with that weight, but you're playing against a whole nother caliber of athlete in the NBA.
Yeah, I feel like he'll shape up. Like I feel like they're going to get him a little dietitian or a nutritionist, something like that. I feel like his ideal weight, like he should, like if he brought it down to 265, I feel like that's very good for him to play at. You know?
You think he's 6'5"?
I think he's 6'5". I think he's 6'6". He's almost 6'6". I feel like he's almost 6'6".
Yeah, that's the thing about that height shit. You know?
Yeah, I remember you said. I remember you said, "Yo, you 6'5"? I thought you were 6'4".
Yeah, homeboy. Yeah, man.
Son, 1 inch, and you could tell the difference.
Hey, it makes all the difference, though. Nah,
1 inch, you can't see it.
You can't see it.
So you can see it.
I can see it.
I feel that.
I can see it.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah, I mean, that summer league shit, I mean, it was cool for a moment, you know, seeing the guys from college, you know what I'm saying, who was on the same team play against each other.
Yeah, that was very good.
RJ Barrett and him.
Yeah, RJ Barrett. That was very good for me to see. I wanted to see RJ Barrett, see how he would play at the next level. And he showed up, to be honest. Like, I like the shots he was taking. He wasn't scared. He wasn't playing scared. He was playing like he needs to be the leader of this team type shit. So like when he goes on the Knicks, yeah, I'm very excited for him to play. I'm very excited to see him play.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting season, man.
What's Ja Morant? He didn't play.
I mean, he on the Grizzlies, right?
Yeah, he on the Grizzlies.
I think he should have been. He should have been. He should have been playing. He might have not have played.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I didn't see no John Morant. I mean, I guess I got to look it up. Maybe he didn't play. I don't know. I got to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to see. Yeah, look that up. Let me see.
Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter.
Wait, where Reddish at?
I think the Hawks.
The Hawks?
Yeah, I think the Hawks is about to have a squad, bro.
You think so?
Because they got Trae Young. He's different. He can shoot three. He's another Curry. Then they got John Collins at the power forward. He's a lob man. He gets up there. He slam dunk everything, all that. Then I think Cam Reddish is joining the team, or it was either him or man. Who did the Hawks draft? They got two. I think it's a man. I'm not gonna look that up, man. But I think Cam Reddish.
Yeah, look.
He's on the Hawks.
Yep. Yeah, look that up. Yeah, I think is he on the Hawks? I know somebody who. Oh yeah, that was the UNC Chapel Hill guy who went to the Bulls. I don't know how I remember that nigga name, but yeah.
Yeah,
there
Cam
we
Reddish
go.
is on the Hawks. Cam Reddish is on the Hawks.
Oh, okay. But they may be live then.
Yeah, they're gonna be a squad.
Shit, that might be live. I don't. Where you see the playoffs?
Say that one more time.
You think they'll make the playoffs?
Okay, what we got on the East? They got a possibility. Because the Magic made it last year. The Pistons made it last year, and I feel like the Hawks could be a better team than those two teams.
And what you would say? What, like 8 seed?
Yeah. If anything, there'll be an 8th, 7th seed.
Got you. I think got Nia Bratton on here.
Hey.
What it do? Welcome back.
It's good to be back. How have you been?
Been all right. Just been working, staying low. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. How's the baby?
Say what?
How's your son?
Oh, he's doing all right. Thank you for asking. He's growing. He's learning things every day. He's loud. He's obnoxious like me. So yeah. How are you and how is your child?
She is doing really well. We actually went to go look at some martial arts classes today. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Self-defense.
It's more of like the discipline part of it. Like, getting focused and all of that.
Where? Okay.
Yeah.
So what you been up? Yeah, what you been up to? Just working and doing your thing out there.
Really working. I actually just bought a new car. I'm super excited about it. Yeah, it's a 2016 Jeep Latitude, Patriot Latitude, however you guys say it. But yeah.
Where? So I'm just waiting on my car. So.
See, I was thrust into a new car because my engine went while I was on the highway. So there's that.
I see.
Yeah. But Jesus had me, though. I made it about 5 miles.
Always.
To my destination. Yeah. So.
As long as you're good.
What were we all talking about?
So me and G were, we were just chatting it up with the sports talk and whatnot. Also, we was talking about G's Vegas trip.
Yes.
So if he want to get into that, he can.
Yeah, I was halfway in, and so I ain't gonna fast forward. I'm gonna keep it on track. Let's see. So got through the second day when I passed out. Okay, so on to third day.
I mean, you could fill her in. Like, give her a little small bio of filling her in.
I mean, nigga, no, I'll fill her in. I'll let her know what's up. I ain't gonna take up too much time on the podcast because it's only but so much time. But I'll fill her in later on the first half of it. But okay, So boom. Okay, so now it's day 3. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waking up. Like I said, it's 2 women in the room. One on the about to be married guy. One, in the room with the other guy. You know what I'm saying? You already know what that is, Nia. You already know, right? You already know.
Don't let me out there like I've been drinking. I'm
saying you your homegirls, your homeboys, you know how it is in the college life. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So that just was recreated just then, you know what I'm saying? But these niggas was in their 30s. One like 32, 33, other one like 37. The 37-year-old was getting it in, you know what I'm saying, with a young one. So, boom, okay. So, I'm like, damn, like, okay. Like I said, I passed out the night before. I was tired as hell. And, so, fast forward, let me see. What we ended up doing? We was, so we went to this spot, like, hella cheap, like $10, for a meal. For whatever reason, I couldn't finish no food in Vegas. For whatever, and y'all know, I got down eating niggas under the table, but I couldn't finish nothing in Vegas.
There.
All right, relax, bro. You get too excited over there. Relax. But yeah. So it was. I just, I get to fucking to go and shit, feeling like, like damn, man, like. I could have finished this shit. But anyway, so boom, fast forward. What we do? Okay, so we had so we went to the damn, cause there was a spot, it was called Planet 13. So they'll shuttle you to the spot for free, and to the weed dispensary for free, and then they'll shuttle you anywhere on the strip for free, wherever you want to go. So. But we ended up just taking an Uber. We just ended up walking down to that dispensary. So we were just walking around. So they ended up getting something out of there. We went to the, but before that, before that, we went to the Shaq's Chicken. So, you know Shaquille O'Neal, right, Nia?
Yes, I do. Not personally, love him.
You said what?
I said not personally, but I do know of him.
He that personality, So so I went to his chicken spot, whatnot, just eating and whatnot. Then they went to the weed dispensary and all that. And then there was an alcohol ABC store right beside that. So I had got the Absolute, the half gallon. Then I got the Grey Goose. So we were about to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't about to be on no weed nothing, because I already knew, like, mixing that with alcohol, I already knew that was going to be done deal. So I was just on the alcohol. But what I did do is, that day I started mixing coffee and alcohol. Have you ever tried that shit?
You trying to give yourself a heart attack?
You said what? You said I was trying to have a heart attack?
Yeah.
Nah, I was up. I put the ice in the coffee, and then that was my first time trying that shit. So I just tried it, and it was straight. So I just kept doing it. And so yes,
Bailey's is better.
You said what?
Bailey's and coffee is better.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I feel that.
She trying to give you some advice, man. Take that, man. Write it down in your notes.
I feel it.
You said okay, like what?
Okay.
Yo, write that down in your notes and be like,
can I tell the story? I won't stand there like anything. I was just say, okay. Like dang. Why Kai? See, this is why I don't like Kai right here, because he like to boost stuff. He likes to boost stuff more than what it is. All right. Anyways, so boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm off the coffee and alcohol. You know what I'm saying? And then that night, you know what I'm saying, we got even more twisted. You know what I'm saying? So then we in the town. Boom. So there's a place called Old Vegas. This is what I was telling you about, Nia. Old Vegas.
Yeah.
So they had hit Old Vegas the night before. and that's where they met them chicks. So those people over there is crazy over there. It's a different kind of breed of people over there. Like, they crazy. So we over there, and like at this point, like I'm faded, but I still remember a lot of the stuff that went on. So I remember these chicks walking into the bar, walking into the club. So I remember I was like, so I went up to the bouncer. I was like, hold on, hey yo, let me just get in here, holler at her right quick, and I'm out, bro. Like it's just a quick in and out, cause she was like when she walked by, like she was like flirting and shit, and like saying come here and all that. So mind you, I'm drunk and stuff. So I'm like, yo, bro, let me in. Let me just get in. So he let me in for free. Like, he was, like, charging other people. He let me in for free. So I get in, and so then I went right to, because she was at the bar and whatnot. So we sitting there chopping up, you know, and then start kissing all that shit. So then, well, no, actually, before that, her friend popped, you know, her girlfriend popped up. And then she was saying something. I can't remember all she was saying, but basically it caused me to have to then bring in one of my other boys in so he could accompany her. So I sit here, go to the bouncer again, but like, bro, can I get him in like for the free? So you know what I'm saying? So he let him in for free. And so then boom, so he on her, I'm over here, kiss all that shit. But see, the 37-year-old, I brought him in. So he you know, he used to be in the streets and all that. So he pretty aware of a lot of shit. So he was telling, so you know, fast forward, and he was telling me like it was pretty much a setup the whole time, and he knew that. So then when they went to the dance floor, when they went to the dance floor, he was like, yo, just let them be. You're just gonna stay right here. So then they just dipped out out of nowhere. This after I done bought everybody drinks and all that, but this is when I was paying with the free money because of some tour we had to take earlier on, and they gave us $100. So I was just using that money. So it didn't faze me or nothing. So he was telling me like, yeah, man, they was trying to run a scam and all that shit. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm sitting here in my feelings. I'm like, damn, man, I done roped somebody in some bullshit like that. So yeah, so boom, fast forward.
Wait, so hold on. Pause. You said, like, what was the scam though? Like, what did he think they were trying to do?
It was trying. I think he was thinking that they was gonna like try to rope me into like going with them or going somewhere, and then they try to like get me for my money or something. But I don't know, cause I don't know what was in her book, because she had like a little mini book bag, so I don't know. I don't know if she had something on her or nothing, but I mean that's what he was saying. I don't know, because I was drunk and I wasn't really reading it in that way, and I didn't see it as that. But he said that's how he's seen it. So I don't know. But mind you, he was drunk too, so I don't know.
I got you.
Go ahead.
No, I said I got you. Go ahead.
But yeah, so I don't know if it was a you know, him being paranoid and just fucking up a threesome, or me just being clueless, you know what I'm saying? So boom, fast forward, end up going to some bar, and then like I'm sitting here, so I'm just, you know, the whole trip I just been trying to, you know, just trying to network and just ask different people, they fucking, you know, where they from and shit. So you know, that was all doing at that bar, and then I just seen this dude. You know how you see dudes like in the club just pushing up on girls, trying to like pressing them like that, like they trying to get with them and shit. Mm-hmm. Like you done seen that, Nia, right? Yeah. So he was just trying to, you know, she was twerking on stuff, trying to get a number, and I was just sitting there just watching all that. I was just laughing, you know what I'm saying? Just laughing, because I was just like, man. So I'm just walking, so she got done or whatnot, and I'm just walking by. So out of nowhere, she just started twerking on me, and then she got, you know, I got a number or whatnot. She was like, you know, oh yeah, you promise you gonna tell me all that shit? I'm like, yeah. So boom, fast forward. So yeah, I didn't even remember a number. I put buzz down in my phone. So then, I didn't so later on that night, actually that happened before the whole club shit happened. So then after the club shit happened, then I was like, you know what, cause then it was coming, like the night was kind of coming to an end. So I was like, I told the 37-year-old, cause she had a friend too or whatnot, but she was ugly. So then I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna try to hit her bust down. You're like, yeah, man, you need to go ahead and hit her bust down. And so then, boy, I hit her up, then she, but she was all the way back towards the strip, like the strip. So we had to take a fucking Uber or some shit there. So I just ran up to the first car, like, bro, you, can you take? Cause he was like, he had a little Lyft Uber thing in his windshield or whatnot. So I was just like, bro, I didn't do the app or nothing. I was like, bro, can you take us, me and my boys to, strip or whatnot? He was like, yeah, man, hop in. So he take us there, and then when he stopped, he like, bro, he was like, so you got the cash on you? I have no cash on me. So now I have to run. So he dropped us off like towards a casino. So he stopped there right towards right in front of a casino. So I run in to ATM, I just draw $20 and then $9 for the withdrawal fee. Just for that. So then run back to the damn car, give them them fucking money so my niggas could get out of the damn car, and then had a walk, and you know what I'm saying, and then it was just you
should have just got a prostitute for that amount of money.
Yeah, right. So it was just that was third night. You know what I'm saying? And but fast forward to that was third night. Fourth night was then turn on night again. That was the transsexual story.
What?
Transsexual story. Okay, so this is what happened. So it was that was the bar that I met Bust Down at. So this was like a relatively cheap bar. Michelob's was like $1. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It was like a good spot. They played hip hop music. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool spot. So before we went there, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's actually why we went in there, because we already was frequent in there, but we seen some, like, you know what I'm saying, some females with nice ass bodies, whatever, like one wearing a pink dress, one wearing a green dress. So we go up, so you know what I'm saying, we was already headed there anyway, so we went up in there. So we seen these dudes, so we were just having a good time, just talking over everybody and shit. And then we seen these dudes talking to them. And so I noticed, so I'm sitting here, I'm saying, I'm looking at the facial structure of this chick, and it looks manly. And then I tell my boys like, yo, you see how her facial structure looks? They're like, yeah, man. And it was like, I'm like, oh shit. So then I was talking to the security guard, and he was like, yeah, like he didn't see it at first, and he was like, yeah, man. And then, so then fast forward, the chicks had already left or whatnot. So now I was waving, like, you know what I'm saying, like saying, dude, come over here. You know what I'm saying? They were like, nah, come here. So then I went over there. Mind you, they wearing red and shit. So I'm like, yo, man, where y'all? So I dapped him up, like, yo, where y'all from, man? And he was like, so one of the dudes, because there was 3 of them. One of the dudes was like, from Peru. I was like, oh. That went out of my mouth, like, oh. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm from Charlotte. And he was like, man, you have a good time. So I just dipped. I was like, I don't want to no parts of this. Because I was going to just be like, yo, this is a dude, right? Like, well, I was be like, but once he said that, dipped. Then no, nothing. I won't have none of that. So yeah, that was that story. And so it was. I done left out a lot of details because for the sake of the podcast. But facts. that was just a crazy time.
It was a good week for you. It was a good week.
It was.
I'm just going to put you guys on a brief hold just for a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So yeah, yo, G. So you had a good week. You had fun. Would you do it again?
Yeah, I would do it again. I would do it with like I want to do it with y'all, man. I want to go out with the guys, like the dudes out, known for the past 6-7 years. You know what I'm saying? My age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went with some 30-year-olds, man. They different. They on a different level. They're different. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they just wanted to. Cause after that crazy night with the whole bust down shit, they seemed like they wanted to blame, like the next day they wanted to blame me for everything. They were saying like, oh man, because they was trying to get at some 50-year-olds, a group of 50-year-olds, and it was like, and I was like, I think I said something like to myself like, damn, they married, and maybe they heard me. I don't even remember saying it, but they heard me. And they said they was shut down, all that. I'm like, and they was just going down the list of everything that night. And I'm like, dude, first of all, if they was interested in y'all niggas, it shouldn't even matter what I did, because at the end of the day, I can, you know how the code is, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You send like a message or something. You tell your man, hey, we about to get in this, peel off or something.
Yeah.
It would have been enough for me to peel off on something younger or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't need them.
But I mean, hold on. Like, I mean, why not go for the 50-year-old Jones? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, they were married. So when I heard that, I guess I said, and they weren't giving me the energy because they seen I was the youngest one of the grunge. So that's probably why I said what I said. And I don't even remember saying it, but that's probably why I said what I said.
Yeah, sometimes you can get a little attitude when you're off the lick.
But I don't remember that. But then before that, like I do remember this when they were saying like because we met them on Old Vegas. Like this was my first time meeting them, and they were saying like, yeah, we down on the alcohol or whatnot. And I was like, yeah, y'all can re-up in our room or whatnot. I was just saying, like, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like, we have alcohol in the room. But why not? They were saying that, but they had a weird energy about that. So I was just like, that when I shot up, I seen the energy. So they was like, oh.
I mean, every age group is different. You probably got to approach them in a different way.
I know. I mean, but I learned that at that point in time, though.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not sitting here trying to act like I'm just motherfucking Mr. McLovin and shit. Like, I'm just sitting here just trying to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to have a good time. Like, it's at the end of the day, y'all, if y'all game is tight, then that shit like that shouldn't even fucking matter. I can see if I like called him a bitch or something, or just said just on some ruthless shit. I was just talking on some just like on some little shit, man. It wasn't even nothing big to me. Like from the shit they was saying, like it just seemed like a lot. Like in the moment I'm like, damn, like, but then when I'm thinking about it, it's like, dude, like really? That wasn't even really that wasn't even that deep, man. I wasn't even that deep.
So,
that's how I feel. So
the dudes you was with, so the dude that got married, and what about the other dudes? You just met them there?
See, it was him, and then it was another dude from Minnesota that was 37. That was the 37-year I was referring to earlier.
Right.
And then his line brother, the dude that's getting married, his line brother was there, and he met up with us. He wasn't originally a part of us, but he, you know what I'm saying, he stepped out with us that night, that crazy night. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I mean, it was just a bunch of, I don't know, I just felt out of place. Like, after that night, the energy was just different. Like, for me. Like, it was just like, man.
You felt like it wasn't enough people around your age group?
I mean, I felt like as far as like dudes I could, you know what I'm saying, getting that holler at bag with, like there was nobody my age. You know what I'm saying? It was just like it was them. You know what I'm saying? And then you had these young girls. And it's just like, I don't know. So like, I don't mind backing a 50-year-old, but it's just like it's whatever.
So let me ask you this question. So you didn't really feel like you had a right hand man to bag to go in a double bag with you?
Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't feel like I had a real, like somebody my age that could like Yeah, like pretty much like get in that bag. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel that. And then on top of that, like I was just having fun. Like I wasn't gonna speak to these people outside of this anyway. So it's like at the end of the day, nobody's trying to strike no relationship. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's drunk, everybody's intoxicated or high or whatever the fuck you're on. We just having fun. You know what I'm saying? And if these chicks that stuck up, you know what I'm saying, they in their 50s, like they that stuck up, I mean, shit.
I mean, it's perception. We don't know if they were stuck up or not. We don't know if you was drunk or not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look at the moment.
I don't know either. So that's why I just didn't really combat when they was telling me this. But like I said, I remember 70 to 80% of that night. There was 20% of that night I don't remember. So that's why I didn't combat them at first, because it was just like. But then once I pieced together things that I remember to what they were saying, it just didn't make sense. Like I said, like I remember that was my first encounter with those group of 50-year-olds, because they already knew them before. But that was my first time encountering them. But bruh said I done said something to them before. I don't remember that at all. Mind you, that was my peak level of intoxication. Before that, I was chilling. So I would have remembered talking to them before. I remember that moment, and I was at my peak level of intoxication. So there's no way I could have spoken to them before that. So it was just like.
Did you mix, or you just drank like clear that night?
I mean, it was Grey Goose and Absolute is pretty much both white. So I mean, I mixed those two that night with coffee.
Yeah, why you put the coffee in there?
I mean, keep me up. You gotta remember, man. Like that sun is draining. So when you walking all day, you up all day, and then you didn't get really that much sleep the prior nights, and then the jet lag on top of that shit, is tiring. Tiring.
You ain't hit the gym in those 4 days?
I mean, I do my little push-ups and shit in the crib, you know what I'm saying? But gym would just make you even more tired. You know what I'm saying? It wears you out even more. So,
see,
I don't know, man.
If I would have came in there, it would have been crazy.
What the fuck would you have done, man?
I would have had all the 50-year-olds, all the BBWs in there shaking their ass.
Nah. Nia, you back, Nia?
I've been back.
Yeah, we talking about BBWs now.
Yeah, and I was just like, really? That's what we're doing?
You came back at the right time.
Call us vintage or something? The one of you mentioned it's considered vintage.
Oh, hell nah. I ain't never watched that joint.
I probably said some shit like that. I watch a lot of porn.
It's probably G. It's probably G.
Probably where that come from.
Vagina.
Yeah, that's probably where that come from.
Yeah, that vintage. So, they got jungles back then. I ain't with it.
I wasn't ready.
Whole lot of jungles going on.
I wasn't ready for that guy. Oh my.
That shit crazy. So Nia, I know you well traveled. So tell us of all the places you done been.
Oh my god. Okay. I can tell you. Okay, so let's see. Been in California, most southern, from LA all the way down to La Quinta, which is a beautiful, beautiful trek. If you ever go to California, it's just gorgeous. And the back scenery, you would think that like someone painted it. It's so perfect. There is a high and low desert. I found that out when I got there, and it's hot all the time. Like, it was 10 o'clock at night and the sun was down. It was still 110 degrees. Easy. Yeah, it was, but it was absolutely beautiful. Newport Beach in California is absolutely gorgeous. I want to go back and actually experience the beach. I went there and kind of visited and went to Fashion Island, but I didn't get a chance to actually lay on the beach and hang out. Let's see. Toronto, I've been to a couple times. Jeez Louise. Of course, Pennsylvania, been to Ohio, different areas there. New York City several times. Been to New Jersey once, but I only went to the airport, so that doesn't really count, I don't think. My favorite place to go was New Orleans, though. New Orleans, by far, if you like jazz, and you like good music, and you like people who love their culture. It's I'm not gonna say it's better than New York because us New Yorkers are great, but New Orleans and Louisiana folk.
Hey, say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just say the New Yorkers are great one more time.
Oh yeah, New Yorkers are great.
Thank you.
We are the epitome of pride.
There you go.
Okay. And I really enjoyed myself down there. If you like jazz music, if you like culture, if you like to drink, if you like, they have a little bit of everything in New Orleans, and I appreciate that so much. All different walks of life end up in New Orleans for every little festival, and it's just the cutest little thing. And everybody treats you like your family. I remember that one Sunday before we left, I went to like 7 houses, and like it was like everybody's grandma's house. In the last house, I was like, I do apologize, ma'am. I can't eat anything else. I just came from 6 other houses, and I'm going to vomit if I eat any more. And she said, don't walk in my house and disrespect me. You better sit down and eat this food. I was like, okay.
I'd be like, yo, you got a to-go plate?
Like, it was just like one of those things. I was just like, okay. All right. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but all right. But it was just beautiful. Let's see, where else? Virginia Beach. I've been up in, if you like the mountains, North Carolina and Boone. Boone is beautiful. Grandfather Mountain.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's just, it's unparalleled. Like, you have a little bit of everything up there in the mountains in North Carolina. If you want to hike, there's hiking. If you want to be away and see the cows, there's something for that. They even have a waterfall tucked behind Linville Resorts, like maybe an hour out. And it's just beautiful. I've been to a lot of different places. So to say everywhere I've been, I don't know. When I was a bachelorette, I was kind of everywhere. So, I mean, that's what I have for
so you say, my bad.
Go
I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So you say when you were a bachelorette. So does that mean your turn-up days are over?
They are not over, but I'm a mommy now. So
Right.
I have to plan my turn-ups. They're not random anymore. Like, I can't just be like, yo, meet me here. I'm going to be there.
Right.
I'm going to be there. You know what I mean? I can't do that. And I have to make arrangements and make sure that she's taken care of. And, you know, there's funds of it. It's just, there's so much that goes into this mom thing, which I'm very grateful for. But I'm definitely not a bachelorette anymore. If I do go somewhere, it's either going to be by myself or with my kid. Or if I decide to go with someone else, she's not coming.
I feel that.
Just have a good time and just really go out and party. But no, I still like to party. I still drink. I'm still that friend. It's just playing now.
Facts. We still got to link up. All 3 of us got to link up for that trip.
Oh, most definitely.
All 3 of them.
I was actually telling Gene about how Disney wants $4,000 just for me and my daughter for a week. I was just like,
Oh, hell no.
oh, that better come with a happy ending for real. Like, it's just, and it's just like, they really, like, the plane tickets, the hotel stay, the food package, the hopper passes, which I found out the hopper passes are only good, like, you have to buy 4 different hopper passes for 4 different parks if you want to go to all the parks in one day. Like, it's, I don't have time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm leaning more towards, I got an uncle down there in Florida. We're going to go to where he stays, drive out 2 hours, go to Magic Kingdom, let her do the princess for the day, get the little sprinklies, take pictures with the princesses, maybe stay overnight in a hotel and keep it moving. And probably go to Cocoa Beach or something. Because, yeah.
How do y'all feel about beaches? I never really had the beach experience. I always said that
Really?
I'm going to go to like, I mean, yeah, growing up when I was a kid, I went to Coney Island Beach, but it was nothing really spectacular. I always thought about going to Miami for their beach during spring break because I knew it was lit out there, but I never really had the beach turn up experience.
I tell you what, right now, Miami, the South Beach shit, overrated. Where the real turn up is inland. That's where the true black people is, and that's where the true turn up is in Miami.
And you said that's in inland?
Yeah, inland Miami Beach, because South South Beach is where the tourists and all the Cubans and shit is at. Inland, that's where all the black people was at, and that's where it's cheaper, a lot cheaper. That's where the true black people was at. That's where black people is gonna have the most fun. That the black people that turn up with black people, that's where you're gonna have the most fun at.
Facts,
it's not gonna be South Beach. I tell you that.
What about Myrtle?
Nah, Myrtle is overrated. I haven't been there. It's overrated.
Never been to Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach is overrated. Myrtle Beach is like if you go with like your significant other and y'all just on some chill shit. Yeah, I mean it's a beautiful spot. Any beach really. You mean I don't know about up north, but I'm saying like where it's popping at. Any beach, you can take your significant other. You can have like a little romantic little getaway. But if you just going with your boys, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Myrtle Beach is, where they do the grad week and shit. So you got a bunch of fucking high schoolers and shit. I mean, it's like, and then you got fucking spring break. With Miami, it's like you got a bunch of fucking college kids from all over who just drunk, trying to turn the fuck up. Don't let a bunch of black people be in the same area because they gonna motherfucking fight. It's just a bunch of just ignorance. I just feel like I don't know. We at the point where we're above the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like we in the grown and sexy area now.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I like the fact that we got a little ratchetness in us, man. You can have some ratchetness, but damn, them niggas be too ratchet. Niggas flipping over busters at ECU. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? It's different. I ain't with all that no more. But I mean, I'm with a little ratchetness. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little bit, little tad bit.
Yeah, we just above that right now.
I went to Cocoa Beach in Florida. That was pretty chill. Because I'm like, okay, so I don't know. I'm kind of a different type of woman. I like speaking in public. I like big crowds that I can project out to. I even like being in the club and drunk as long as nobody's talking to me. You know what I mean? Or touching me.
Wait, so hold on. Let me ask. So if you go to the club, you like being drunk in the club, but you don't. What about dancing in the club? As far as like twerking, or
If you give me, I mean, back in my party days, yes. I mean,
facts.
I was always drunk enough to dance. But if I was just chilling and I didn't want to be bothered, then I just wasn't going to be bothered. But now that I'm into, I should stop saying well into my 30s. My best friend gets so mad. She's like, "You're not well into your 30s." I'm like, well, but I don't know. I went to Cocoa Beach. It was a good time. Like, you had a different mix of people. There was families there. I went with my sister. And there was like, it was just different. It was real chill. And that's what I like. Like, the older I get, I just wanted to be chill. Yeah. I don't want to worry about somebody slipping something in my drink because I've had that happen. But, I would love to go to the clubs and do all that. But as far as like the beaches are concerned, now that I'm at this point in my life, I really don't want to see a whole bunch of people fighting. I want to lay on the beach in my bathing suit with a big floppy hat, a nice drink, my sunglasses, and a book. And I might get in the water, depending on how cold that beach is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get in the water.
Why?
Yeah, Oh yeah, I'll be that because the water, all the shit in there. I'm not trying to touch that shit.
Oh my god,
it's shit in there. It's shit. Literal.
What do you mean it's shit in there?
It's shit and piss and it's fish and disgusting seaweed. It's shit in there. Clams and whatever in there.
That's a typical food.
But what you think you wash yourself in? All it is recycled water.
I mean, we what they call it? Filtered. Yeah, we filter it out and then we wash ourselves with it.
But it still has remnants in it.
And
you do realize that, right?
So it's a little bit cleaner than going straight into it. So I guess I'll
But
go
it's
with
the
it.
ocean, though. I'm saying, like, and it's salt based. So I mean, any bacteria is pretty much going to be, I don't know. It's fine.
And plus, like, the pool is better for me. You know, everything is stationary.
Right. You can't swim?
I can swim.
You can swim?
Yeah.
But you're scared.
Nah, I'm not scared. I'm just... It's you got salt, so I don't want salt on my... It's too much going on.
Why? You don't want to go surfing? So you, if we all went to the beach, you wouldn't go surfing with us?
Surfing.
First of all, I ain't going surfing. I ain't scared.
Why not? It looks so much fun.
He said I ain't scared of the beach, but I ain't going surfing.
I ain't going surfing. I'll leave that for the white boys. Okay.
I'll dip my toes in, but I ain't going all the way up.
Black people that surf, they parasail, all of that, and it looks fun. And I want to do it.
Nah, you know what? I like the jet ski. I'll be on a jet ski out there.
See? So let's do it.
Yo, black ass, I fall off that motherfucking jet ski.
Oh no, I'll be whipping that joint.
All right. Okay.
All right.
You might well parasail then, if that's the case.
Parasail's a little bit different. It's a little bit different.
Parasail's not that much different.
It's a little different. It's a little different.
I guess.
But what I want though is to have a yacht and throw a party on that shit. It's gonna be lit.
You wanna rent one?
Yeah, I'm gonna own one day, but for now, we could rent one.
Yo, I'll come to that. Just let me know in enough time so I can switch my shifts around.
The thing is, though, I need to have the captain of the ship to be sober.
Yeah. I mean, that's the law.
I mean, I never knew how it worked, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the law. They gotta be sober. It's like drinking and driving. Don't boat and drive. Or drinking and boat.
Is it called boating?
I've been drinking. Whatever.
What you been drinking on?
What was that?
Wine.
Wine?
You know I love my Cabernet Sauvignon.
Already.
Shit, I'll go all the way up on that shit. Shit, I motherfucking drink all the motherfucking wine. Be too lit. Too lit.
This guy G went from taking a break from alcohol to drinking all that shit. That's crazy, man.
Hey, fuck that. Fuck that. But, anyways, speaking of all this turn up, you know that condoms is important.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take any because I didn't know how the fucking little system worked with the airports and shit.
Take condoms everywhere, bro.
Okay, well I ain't have sex or nothing on the trip, so it didn't end up phasing me anyway. But since we're on the topic of condoms, because I brought it up, you know, Nia, I remember you saying that you wanted us to speak on, you know, protection and diseases and all that stuff. So yeah. I feel like you is the perfect person to bring light to that, because I'm still ignorant to it, and I don't know how informed Kai is, but you know. So
a lot of misconceptions people have is that a condom will stop you from catching a lot of things, and it's just not true. Yeah, it'll stop any STDs that are fluid generated, but there's some that aren't fluid generated that you can definitely catch. And, you know, if you have any open sores anywhere else and you happen to touch somebody else's fluid, you can catch it that way too. Herpes is one of them. Even if you have a condom, if you have sex and they have an outbreak or they have asymptomatic shedding of the virus, you can catch it that way, even though you have a condom on. If they're shedding on their legs or on their upper part of their, what is that area? Not the shaft, but
upper part of, towards where the pubic hair is.
Yeah, all of that, or if they have an outbreak on their balls or something like that, or the girl, you know.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a thing, because there's a lot of people out here who just don't know, and who walk around and they just don't know. And there's a lot of people out here that have a lot of STDs and they don't even know because they're asymptomatic, like completely asymptomatic. And what asymptomatic is that you don't have any symptoms, or they're so mild that you don't even notice them. You just think, oh, I just had the flu, even though nobody else around you has the flu. Or you're just like, God, I don't feel good today. And that's, something in you that's not right, you need to go check out the doctor. It's just, and people don't realize, especially with these different viruses that are being developed. I was doing some more research. There is an island, and I don't know how true this is, but I'm going to look further into it. I heard that there's this island, and I saw a documentary on it that's off of the coast of Puerto Rico that has like super herpes.
Super herpes, goddamn.
Like,
I ain't going there on vacation.
Like, but it's like, it's blocked off. I guess they were developing them on monkeys, and like the whole place is quarantined and completely blocked off. Like the government won't let anybody cross over the peninsula to get to it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry for interrupting. So why they blame everything on the motherfucking monkeys?
No, they test on monkeys.
Oh, they test on monkeys.
He about to defend the monkeys.
Yeah, he was about to go in like, why they always gotta blame the monkeys?
Why are the monkeys though?
No, they test on them because genetically they're the closest to us.
Okay. I know they were saying, because I know they were saying like HIV and AIDS was the reason because of the monkeys. Some nasty white nigga was on some monkey, or fucking some monkey shit.
Nah, I heard.
So about that last statement, we're gonna move past that. That's how you feel?
That was what niggas was saying though. That's what they were saying, that niggas was hitting some monkey ass and then brought it back to the U.S.
Hitting some monkey ass. I can't. I can't.
I'm saying that's what it was. And nobody heard that. Nobody heard that AIDS came from monkeys. I'm by myself.
Nah. I wanted to do that on purpose. I heard about that shit, bro. I was just doing that on purpose.
No, I did. I heard that too a while ago. That it was, but you know what? There's a lot of different things that jump from species to species.
I had that ID's ass face on my. The whole body. Oh no, I heard that.
Really? Oh really? Nobody.
Oh really?
Nobody.
Oh, nobody knows. Okay. Got him.
But there is, I was talking to a doctor who's here locally. He's one of the top-ranking doctors in this area. And he was telling me about how, one, they do have a cure for AIDS. They just cured 2 people by doing a bone marrow transplant, which makes fucking sense because your bone marrow is the one that, supplies what your white blood cells need in order to fight off disease. So that makes sense.
Is that what happened to Magic?
Probably. But my thing is, they've had a cure for years. They're just now releasing it because with the internet and everything going on, they can't really hide if they have a cure now because it'll get out one way or the other. So they're going to have to start releasing things. So why do you think all these now they have a cure for hepatitis? They have a cure for, it's just these different things. But what he was telling me is, mind you, it's a white doctor, and we have a pretty decent rapport, and people tend to tell me things like they spill their guts. And I tend to ask questions, and I think logically about the stuff that people say to me, because a lot of people are full of shit, and a lot of people say things and not realize what they're really saying to me. And I was like, oh, so they cured AIDS, huh? He's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. A couple doctors went to Africa, and there's like 2 tribes in Africa that can't catch AIDS no matter what. And I was like, and I'm thinking in my head, so you mean to tell me that y'all try to inject some people with AIDS and they couldn't catch it? Yeah. And I asked him, I said, well, how do they know they can't catch AIDS? Oh, well, they sampled their blood. I said, oh, they sampled their blood. So they tried to inject them with the damn shit. It didn't work. These motherfuckers didn't die off. So they got blood samples and then try to use it in a lab and try to inject the blood with the virus at the lab, and it didn't work. So what they're probably doing is harvesting these people.
So why did they protect Magic and not Eazy-E?
Money.
You don't think Eazy-E money was long?
It's not even. It's a different type of money, and I'm going to explain it. Magic Johnson's money was, he is world renowned. He is loved by the public. He was a public figure that people could respect and adore and admire and want to be like. And Eazy-E was a nigga from Compton talking about fuck the police and bitches and hoes, and I'll shoot you with my 44 and my gat and this and that and the third, and if you run up on me the wrong way, I'm gonna kill you and your mama. It's just a different caliber of money.
Oh, so you basically you had like the OJ type nigga in Magic, and then you had like what the public painted every black person to be,
pretty much,
and Eazy-E.
Pretty much. And then if you watch the documentaries on Eazy-E and you actually do the research on how quickly he died, you know, it takes a while for HIV to turn into full-blown AIDS. It's a process for your body to do that. Eazy contracted the virus and died within 6 months. That is unheard of. So, you know, somebody would have either gave him full-blown AIDS or injected him with full-blown AIDS. And and I've watched the video. There's a video of, what's that, the Blood's name, the one that everybody was afraid of, but just turned into a
Suge Knight.
Yeah, him. There's an interview where he's speaking and he's saying, yeah, if you don't like somebody, just take some AIDS and then inject them when they get drunk.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that joint. I don't know if that was conspiracy or because it was a video.
But he said it.
He said something like he said. So he said the word AIDS, or did he say something? I don't know. I forgot. I gotta watch that video again.
But he made the movement. Like, I was just like, so it's very, I don't know. It's not that hard to do Photoshop on videos because I used to be a communications major in high school. It's not that hard, but at the same time, you got to be damn good to do it the way that it was just believable. And it was Suge Knight. Why wouldn't he do something like that? There have been so many case stories and studies of not studies, but like just interviews of people just saying, "Yo, he's ruthless. He's a monster. He's a murderer. He does not care. At the end of the day, he's gonna get what he wants, or you're gonna die."
See, I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think like just hearing that and just thinking about like how the government played just a bigger role, even in today with data and all that shit. I think that because Suge Knight was in that circle, Tupac, Biggie, you know, Eazy, he was in that circle. I think he got into some shit. He got into some shit, and then the government gave him an ultimatum. Nigga, either you do this, or we lock your ass up, or we give you the death sentence, and or whatever. Like some shit where, you know, he had to do some bullshit because
they would have had to like give him something harder than just jail. You know what I mean? Because guys like that, they're used to jail. It's nothing.
Like, I'm saying like life. Like he had to do some. Cause you know he used to be a football player, and then he got into making, you know, in the music game and shit. And he probably was always in the streets. So he probably did some shit. They caught him, but because they caught him when he was in that circle, the circle that could influence a population, they probably gave him an ultimatum. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, the conspiracies go on, you know. You don't know. You don't know. Now you know. But
alrighty.
You been drinking too, honey?
Huh?
That you been drinking too?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I wish, to be honest. I ain't got nothing over here.
Yeah, I had to.
I drank a little bit more for you.
But why you say that though?
I don't know. It just sounded like you were.
Yeah, it did.
How so?
Slurring the words a little bit.
I feel that.
So y'all on another level while I'm over here sober as shit, man.
It's all right. One of us has to be the sober friend.
Facts. Take a shot from me, both of y'all.
I had to, because that motherfucking dog was getting on my nerves, and the fucking owners was in here for 2 hours. I was sitting here hearing that fucking dog bark for 2 hours. I'm sitting here trying to look up DJ shit, trying to sit here look up motherfucking sports shit, and the damn dog is barking. So I had to get something, and then I had work earlier. I had to get something to ease the mind. You know what I'm saying? niggas was about to tweak. You know what I'm saying? But I had to ease it. So it was whatever. It was regular. You know what I'm saying?
What you drinking on, G?
Huh?
What you drinking on?
You already know what it is.
Already know what it is. It better not be that R&R.
No, man, ain't no fucking R&R. I don't go to ABC store like that. It's that OE, man.
I see.
Yes, it's the OE, man. Like I had to take the edge off a little bit. I had to take it. I got,
Yo, speaking of edge off. So I know you guys been hearing about men's hairlines being fixed or men's bald.
God. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
The first thing I thought was the Beijing. You know how they do the Beijing?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask a woman, Nia. As a woman, do you feel like men fixing their hairline or getting that whatever surgery type shit to fill out their hair if they're bald, do you feel like that's just no bueno, or do you feel like okay, they got a little problem, that's fine if they do that?
Okay, so my thing is, I'm sorry, but if you running around with men's lace fronts on, I can't.
Men's lace fronts.
I can't. You never saw that? Oh, it's a whole YouTube thing on how they do it. Don't even get me started. They got men's lace front wigs with the braids and the fade, and it's a thing. I thought someone was joking when they first told me it, but it's really a thing. Like, men have lace fronts now. I'm not with it. Like, if you're going bald, I can accept you being bald. Just go bald, baby, or shave it off. I'm cool with it. But when you start getting surgery for hair, and you start doing Beijing things at the barbershop where they spray painting shit on you, and then it like drips when you sweat, or you putting on wigs, your wig is next to my wig, and I accidentally put on your wig, not realizing that it's your wig. I can't.
But my thing is this though. Why?
That's a different kind of that's a different kind of barbershop. First of all, I ain't never been in a barbershop that spray some shit on. I ain't never been to that shit.
But like
it's the thing.
But why have a problem with it?
With what?
Like if they did the Beijing joint or got the weave in or fixing
weird.
it up.
You ever seen someone with a Beijing?
It's only weird because it hasn't been happening for years.
No, yes it has. I kid you not. When I was younger than y'all, I remember because I used to get my hair cut like before all the girls started doing it with cutting the designs in their hair. I was doing that back in 2004. Okay, long before anybody else, shaving my head and doing all types of crazy stuff because I was out there. As far as style was concerned, and I would sit inside the shop, and that's how I knew what a Beijing was. I used to think this is the weirdest thing. Like, y'all literally spray painting, like they paint it on their face and it stays. Then they paint like the top part to make everything, and it just always looked fake and weird to me. But these dudes will come out there with a full Beijing, and I just be like,
So if that's weird, you have to admit makeup's weird. Yes or no?
Makeup. Okay, this is how I feel about makeup. I grew up, like I told you before, an alpha male, where we really weren't allowed to wear makeup like that. He was just like, for what? If you ugly, you ugly regardless. If you're beautiful, people will see it. You don't need makeup to make you more beautiful. I just like the way... I just like the way I look with slight makeup. I want it to look like I barely have anything on. And that's how I like it. All this extra shit with the glitter and your nose, you can see it from 50, 100 feet away, and the popping and the eyelashes that is just like, bitch, stop. And it looks like Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street with the eyelashes. I can't take it.
I see.
How you feel about fake boobs, fake ass then? If that's
I have fake boobs. So
but what? Yeah, you got a reason though.
Yeah, I had cancer, but I have fake boobs. I'm not opposed to it anymore.
But wait though. I'm just saying, like,
if they want to, okay. So growing up, I was always referred to as the capital P. I had huge boobs, no ass, no stomach, but I had huge thighs. Like, I looked like a capital P from the side view. From the front
shit!
view,
I just caught that.
I looked like I had an ass, and then I would turn sideways, and they'd be like, "What happened to it?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't get that." at all.
Word.
Yeah. So, I mean, if that's how they feel they need, again, that goes back to a self-esteem issue. If that's what you feel that you need to do to have people like you or to make you like yourself, more power to you. Just know that there's risks with that. Like, you could literally die on the operating table. Like, every time I had to go in to get my implant fixed or something pushed up or moved, there's a 50-50 chance that you might die on the operating table. You just might not wake up.
Yeah, that's how Kanye mom died.
Nope, that's not how she died.
How she died?
That was a misconception. She actually made it home from that surgery. It was her aftercare. And people forget that your aftercare is just as important as the surgery. Like, you can't lift things, you can't move things. You literally have to lay there for weeks and just be there, because you could tear a suture. And what a suture is like an internal stitching that they do to make everything stay where it needs to stay. You could tear that open and bleed to death. And that's what happened to her.
Ouch.
Like, whoever was taking care of her wasn't taking care of her, because she's moving around and doing whatever, and then she died. And they try to sue the doctor, but it's like, your aftercare is just as important as your surgery and your preparation for your surgery. Like, when I had my double mastectomy and my reconstruction, they told me under no circumstances was I to lift my child, do anything. They said I could bleed to death. I could pop something could happen. I could get infected and not know. Like, it's too many risks with all that, especially when you're doing cosmetic surgery to the extent that she was getting it done. Like, I think she was getting like the mommy makeover, where it's like, it's the push up, you get the tummy tuck, the butt lift. It's like, it's a chunk of money for that, and that's strenuous on your body. Once you have that done, you really need to lay down for 6 weeks. Like, somebody has to take care of you like you're a newborn, because you don't want to pop a stitch or something happen and you just die. Like, that's a thing.
Yeah. That's just doing too much. Come, live with the body you have.
Listen, I never had no complaints.
Yeah, somebody gonna like your body, even if you think your body is not right. Somebody's gonna like it.
Yeah, that's the only time I give treatments like that a pass, is if you're going through cancer, something that's you can't really control, but it's taking your look. I can understand that, but if it's just motherfuckers out here just being on some shit. Oh, I see on Instagram this is what's popping, and then I'm gonna just do this to me. So I'm not gonna judge you, but
yeah. It's a risk. To each his own, but it's definitely a risk. Like, because you can have a situation where the shit is botched, like, completely. Like, my first go around with my implants, my body actually didn't take to it. One of them fell. I looked like Lopsy Lucy for about 3 weeks. I was like, Doc, you got to fix this. Something fell. For real. And they had to go back in and lift it back up and stitch the thing here and put some sutures in there to keep it up. I've been kind of even now. As I look down at my boots, like, I feel kind of even now. But before, yeah, I was walking around with one shoulder up to try to even them out.
I cannot be a surgeon. I don't know how they eat at night.
What you mean?
All them surgeries they do, all them images in their mind, and then they gotta go home and eat.
This the same. You gotta think. This the same guy that won't watch his wife give birth. So he's different.
I'm gonna be there holding her hand, looking right at her face. I'm not gonna look down there.
Why?
It's different.
Why?
Looking down there is it's pretty disgusting sight.
You was down in there. That's how the baby got in there. You was down in there, wasn't you?
Preach it.
But hold on. But here's my thing.
Preach it.
Here's my thing. Why is it such a huge? Wait. Why is it such a huge deal for all men to look down there?
Because it's your kid coming into the world.
Okay.
Why is it a big deal for women to have to look you in the eye? You answer me that. Riddle me that. Why do every guy's like, hey, come look at it? I don't want to look at it. It's ugly.
Okay, she don't have to look at me. I'm gonna be serving as support for her, but
that's like a nigga. That's like a nigga getting beat up in a fight. Like, why niggas gotta fight? Like, why we gotta be on that hype shit? You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling y'all right now. It's a societal trend. It's just a societal thing.
Okay, well, it'll be societal. And the next time you ask a girl to look you in your one eye, just remember me when I said, don't do it. You gotta look. The next one that looks you in the eye, you gotta look down at the badge.
Of course, I'm gonna see my child, but why?
Yeah, no, I mean coming out.
But why should I see the crowning and all of that?
Because it's beautiful.
See, that's a lie. It's not beautiful. It's a lie.
Okay, Kai, I'm with you on that. It's not.
It's only disgusting because it's not your kid. But if it's your kid, you love it.
But at the same time, if you put a child in her, then you should be man enough to at least look at that.
Here's
process.
the thing. Why is it a thing to be man enough? It's not a thing of being man enough. It's just everybody said, "Oh, if you don't look down there, you're not." And then everybody started listening to that narrative.
Nah. I really think that it's just. My dad ain't told me nothing. I think that.
Then that's you.
I feel like it also gives you bragging rights as a dad to be like, "Yo, I watched you come into this world, man. Chill out."
I mean, there's a whole joint right there, so you can't even see down there really like that. If you near, if you with her, if you holding her hand.
If you really looked at the fight, though, he hit me, but he ain't really hit me like that. He ain't really hit me like that.
I love it.
If you holding her hand, there's a thing up, so you can't even hold her hand and stretch your neck all the way over down there to look at the crowning.
Wait, what are you talking about? You talking about the C-section, or are you talking about vaginal birth? What are you talking about?
Not the C-section, the vaginal birth. So when you're holding her hand, you're not literally like at the end of the bed. You're at the front of the bed with her. So you're not.
And you could just step 2 feet forward and tip your head down.
All right, let the man do his job. Take the baby out. You see the baby come out. Okay, cut the umbilical cord, and you're good.
All right, cut it.
I feel like, it's like, if I know in my mind that it's disgusting, why am I going to watch it? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm different. I don't know.
That is funny. That is funny. I don't know.
That's so funny. Oh my god, I can't.
Nah,
I'm watching it.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just saying. I was going to change topics. Dwight Howard. I heard about the latest on that.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Enlighten us.
What happened to Howard?
So he did an interview talking about that he's explaining, how he's not gay. Like a whole year and a half after all that shit went down with the gay dude outing him with the text messages and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Then he did a whole interview saying how he never had contact with the dude and saying how when it first came out, he was just in the house. He didn't want to come out. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. And I mean, I just feel like at the end of the day, if that's your lifestyle, just come out. Nobody cares anymore. I feel like nobody cares anymore.
So you feel like Dwight Howard is
horse to the Old Town Road? Who cares?
Right. You know that nigga. He actually gay too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know what he means in his
Yo,
song.
y'all know Tyler the Creator gay?
Yeah, we've been through that.
Oh man.
Who is that?
Tyler the Creator and Tyler Perry. And both
Tyler Perry has not come out and officially made a statement saying that he is homosexual.
Perry is a heterosexual man.
He came out in his stories. But anyway,
just because he's a great actor that can act like an old woman.
No, he actually said he's gay.
When?
I don't remember the interview, but he's actually saying.
When?
I gotta go back. I don't have a.
You have no resources, man. You got no sources.
Okay, that's allegedly he's gay. I'm gonna say that. Allegedly, he's gay. Allegedly, because I don't have the source.
He likes penis. It's a lie. It's a great thing.
Oh no, I don't care if he's gay or not. I mean, I still think he shouldn't have did the bullshit. I don't think he should have did that.
No, that was such a terrible movie. God, that shit was terrible.
Well, Madea and the Boo or some shit like that.
Yes. Oh, with the scary and the Halloween, I was so mad at that movie. I was like, yo, this
both
is trash.
of that shit was boo.
And I was like, I want the 2 hours of my life back. This is some bullshit.
Yeah.
It was for the ratchets. They paid.
I didn't pay for it. I got it or nothing bootleg this and shit.
Anyways. How y'all feel? What y'all feel that the state of homosexual in this country is now? Do you feel like it's accepted more? You know, do you feel like niggas can just come out and people don't care? But you feel like it's still in the same thing?
I feel like homosexuality is like accepted now, and I think the transgender community, even though they're part of the homosexual community, I think it's very hard for them still because, they don't identify as what they were when they were born. They're identifying as who they feel that they are, which is a great, beautiful thing. But I feel like America just wasn't ready for the transsexual transgender movement that's happening right now. And transgender people, they're still getting killed, they're still getting beat up for no reason, and it's just like black people used to get beat up for no reason. It's happening to them now, and they're dying, and it's just
I feel like
y'all watch Pose that really put it in perspective, the transgender community.
Oh, word.
Yeah, because it's like even in that show, like the gay, like they was full out gay, but they still was picking on the transgender woman. And they didn't allow her to go into the bar, despite it being a gay bar.
Yeah. Like, they got it so hard. Like, it's bad. And then the, what is it? Golly. Keep talking. I'm going to look it up. It's something, and they get it. It's just as bad. Hold on.
Yo, why?
Binary. Here we go. Binary.
Oh,
non-binary.
What's that?
That is when you do not identify as man or woman. You're just who you are. And for instance, we used to call the non-binary people cross-dressers. Men who weren't transgender, they liked having a penis, but they also liked dressing like a woman and walking around in makeup and hair and things, but also just like a man.
That's Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman don't consider himself gay or transsexual. He considers himself just, I guess he considers himself that.
So I'm gonna say something a little bit controversial right now.
Oh God!
If you have a penis, you're a male, and if you have a vagina, you're a female.
So if they get it cut off, then what?
Okay, so if they get it cut off and it's a vagina now, then you're a female.
Boom.
But there's some transgenders that don't have that cut off. They still just dress up.
What if they can't afford it?
Then they are scientifically, by law, a male or a female wherever they were born at. But if they want me to call them a male or a female or whatever name or blah blah blah, I'm gonna call them that. I'm gonna give them that respect. But scientifically,
so it just in the back of your mind, you can be like, "Nigga, you a man," but you gonna call them a woman.
Yeah, because if somebody,
Mrs. Whoever, fuck it.
Like if somebody tell me, "Nah, don't call me that, call me this," I'm like, I'm not gonna fight them on it. Like it don't make no sense. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll call you that. That's fine.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah, you fighting them is wasted energy.
Yeah, it's no sense. It's like, why would I want to piss you off? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, unless it's your ex, and then you can piss him off all day long. It's totally fine.
What was that singer that kept getting outed by transgenders?
Eddie Murphy. Oh no, that was
Pretty Ricky.
Bobby Valentino.
Bobby Valentino.
I thought it was Pretty Ricky, the dude from Pretty Ricky. I thought it was him too.
It probably was him.
But I know it's Bobby Valentino. I know for sure he got outed by multiple transgenders.
You know what that means?
He probably a pansexual that just
What's that?
likes all. Yeah, like you like male, female, transgender. Like you like all. You like I don't know what queer is, but I know
they like everybody.
Yeah, pansexual is like you like everybody. You just getting busy.
So there's one that is something sexual. They're not sexually attracted to men or women.
Asexual?
Is it a?
Yeah, it's asexual. They don't like sex. They don't want to be bothered. I get in my moods where I feel like I'm asexual, where I'm just like, ugh.
I gotta interview someone who is asexual so I can really understand.
Like truly asexual.
Yo, I know somebody who's non-binary. She's cool as shit. She's also a witch, so there's that.
When I watch porn, I'm asexual. But on regular.
What?
What?
Hold on.
Wait,
Yo,
what?
like if you watch porn, you technically asexual, right?
No.
I don't get it, bro.
If you're masturbating, in that moment you're asexual.
No, there's no moments. There's life.
No, there's moments, nigga. I'm talking about in that moment.
No. Asexual is that you don't like sex at all, which means you don't even touch yourself.
Okay, never mind then. I don't know what asexual means. Okay, I didn't know what that meant.
You don't even have sex at all, like nothing.
At all?
It makes you gross. It makes you feel gross.
I thought like in terms of sexual, I thought it meant penetrating another person or being. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was just, you just touch yourself and that's it. So so that's something. Okay, there we go.
You learn something new each day, man.
Yeah, I had a guy friend who his boyfriend doesn't want to have sex with it, but he dates. He just doesn't want to have sex with anybody at all and doesn't want to be really touched at all. He just wants to have a relationship and that's it. They don't do bothered.
Yeah, that's asexual.
Man, I've never even come across someone like that.
So how about, is there anybody out there that's like just want to masturbate?
You got to ask that community, man. they know all the answers.
Yeah. What is that called? That was a period of time that I was on that level, but like before I got some, that was the level I was on. I just masturbate. Self-pleasers, okay? I don't know. Masturbators unite. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many new terminologies and names and things. When I was coming up, I don't like how y'all just laughed at that though. That was just that was a real question.
Oh, it was a real one?
That was a real question.
You should go on Craigslist, babe.
Like Craigslist? Wait, why?
Go find some people that are just masturbators. There's a whole sex ad thing on Craigslist.
It's illegal to buy sex on Craigslist or Backpage anymore.
Well, I didn't say we're going to buy sex. We're going to find people who just do that so we can talk to them and be like, hey, have you ever had sex? Do you just masturbate? No?
Not doing that.
No?
I mean, you never know. It could turn out to be a documentary. Film it, interview them. And
I'm not. Hey. No. Not going there.
I mean, you asked the question, so you want to find out. That's how you find out.
And now he's shutting it down.
Shutting it all down now.
I wanted other niggas to do it. I want other niggas to do the work.
Nah, man.
And then just
you gotta
give me
do
the
it.
information. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You gotta do it.
I'm an analysis of the shit, not the actual study.
You gotta go straight to the source. Straight to the source. Do it yourself.
No, I don't want to straight to the source. I want to be the third party. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give me the information and then I tell it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, man. I feel that.
I'm a podcaster. I'm not a reporter. I'm not a journalist. I'm a podcaster. Okay?
You should be.
No, I'm not getting into the trenches. Them niggas get shot. Journalists get shot out in these streets. I'm not doing that.
Well, if you talk to a masturbator, they're just going to shoot at you, but not
Yeah, I'm not one to shoot. Don't shoot at me. No.
Ah, you got in my eye, man.
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot.
Put down the weapon. But anyway.
Yo, this is too much.
That's crazy, man.
Lord.
That is crazy. Anyways, that's
I want to talk about. I want to talk about some music. Like, what kind of music y'all listen to these days?
I think you asked me at the last time I was on here. I listen to jazz, and I do like Chance the Rapper.
When is he dropping his next album?
Pretty soon, probably. I heard some new stuff coming out. I think there's a new one out, a new single out. But you know, his wife is pregnant now. They just got married.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure he has some new stuff coming out. Who else do I like? Oh, what is that dude's name? Hold on, something. I think I sent it to my Instagram.
Rapper or singer?
No, it's Sunny Days. Sunny Days. I think it's the name.
Word, that sounds familiar.
Like, I adore this dude.
Oh,
like,
no, you sent me. I know who you sent me. That was a while ago, though. I know who you're talking about, though.
Lucky Day. That's his name.
Lucky Day. Yeah. Yo, he dope.
Yeah, Kyle tried to put me on there before you did, and then you said something about it. So then I listened to him, and I was like, oh, shit. Then I looked him up. He was actually a American Idol contestant or some shit. One of them shows, like a while ago. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
If you listen closely to his album, he kind of favors, like, his singing, Frank Ocean. If you listen closely.
Jacquees.
Nah.
Yeah, but smoother, like mad smoother. Like, listen to him again, and then listen to Jacquees and how he does his riffs and how he does his vibrato in there. He sounds like him, only real. Like, he has that old school mad. Like, I feel like Jacquees, his voice is like what, like, he's inspiring to be Lucky Day's voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much, like, Usher is, like, the most dominant voice out of Usher and Neo is, like, the generic version. I feel like Jacquees is the generic version of Lucky Day.
I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, y'all listen to that Dreamville shit? Dreamville 3?
Bits and pieces. I didn't listen to it full straight through.
Yeah, I fuck with that. It's more of it's representing all of North Carolina. You already know.
I don't even know who that is.
Dreamville, J. Cole.
It's J. Cole's label, and then they got a bunch of artists on it, and they had collaborations, and it was a full collaboration album.
Yeah, Revenge of the Dreamville 3.
I seen there's a documentary on, not a documentary, but like a short, I guess, vlog film of the process of making that album. It was very inspiring. You should check it out.
All right.
They had a lot of artists go up in there, you know, laying some bars down. But yeah, I mean, my top rappers right now, Moneybagg Yo, Lil Baby, and Gunna, have been my rappers for the past year or so. Well, Moneybagg Yo for the past couple years. Lil Baby and Gunna for the past year or so. Roddy Rich, he's also up there too.
So you named 3 whack ass artists just now, man.
No, I didn't. No, you can say what you want about Lil Baby and Gunna, but Moneybagg Yo he actually has substance. I mean, Lil Baby has some substance too, but Moneybagg Yo has substance.
I'm with this right now. I don't even know what the fuck is Little Baby is his name. Why is he calling himself Little? See, my thing is, I cannot take a man seriously if he refers to himself as the kid, the boy, Lil. Like, I can't respect you. Like,
man.
What about Kid Cudi?
What?
What about
Kid Cudi?
Kid Cudi, like, he's cool. He's nice.
Come
but
on
I
now.
can't respect him. Man, he called himself a kid.
I mean, Lil Wayne,
Kid.
Young Dolph,
Kid.
I mean, Come on, you gotta appeal to the younger audience, because at the end of the day, the 15-year-old, 14-year-old is 20 years from now is going to be 30, 34, 35. You got 20 years of making money off of that demographic. So you have to appeal to that. It's business.
I'm so mad. I just googled Lil Baby and he looks like Jamie Foxx's illegitimate son. I'm mad as hell right now. What is going on?
Yeah, man. I don't know what G listening to over there, man. I mean, I guess it's workout music. Is it workout music?
Nah, no. It's everyday music, like dropping off motherfucking hamburgers and shit music. Like, nigga, like workout, motherfucking just chilling in the crib music. Like, what you listen to, Kai? What are you still on? You know what I'm saying?
So,
are you on some old shit? You on some Jamie Foxx? Motherfucking, like, what are you fucking on? You know what I'm saying?
So if you took a look at my Apple Music and all the songs, there's going to be music from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, the 2010s, in all kinds of genres, as far as jazz, R&B, hip hop, pop,
Shout out to you.
Country pop, classical, rock, neo soul, trap. It's a bunch of everything. Some of my favorite artists to listen to right now, though, I'm feeling R&B right now. So you got Summer Walker, you got her, you got Daniel Caesar, you got Lucky Day, you got
Oh, I love Daniel Caesar. Oh my God, that's my baby.
Yeah, he's a beast. You got Anderson .Paak, you got BJ the Chicago Kid. Yeah, the list goes on. So right now I'm in my R&B bag.
Yeah, I listen to Khalid or whatever his name is.
Khalid,
his shit is boring to me. That album.
You gotta feel it. It's a certain feel. You gotta feel it.
Yeah, the one song I heard, it was good. Talk, the remix with Megan Thee Stallion, who was a beast.
Because what you gotta do in music, I don't mean to cut you off, but what you gotta do is literally put yourself in that artist's mood or that vibe, or just put yourself in their body for a minute so you can listen to that album and see where they're coming from, and then you can say whether you appreciate that album or not. Because when I heard Cardi B's first album, I had to put myself in that ratchet mood. You feel me? That ratchet mood from NYC, and then I fucked with it. I liked the album.
I love Cardi B.
No, I'm saying I like it. I mean, it's sonically it sounds good. It's just not for me. Like, I can say it's not for me. If it's something that I can't put on my list, like Gambino album a couple years back with Redbone, whatever it was called. Yeah, like I like that song, but other songs it was cool sonically, but I just didn't download those songs onto my shit. All of them Redbone, and he's one of my favorite rappers. So I can like, it's just according to what I can see myself listening to on a regular basis.
Yeah, there's a couple of artists that I wouldn't race to listen to their full complete album. Like, I like Wiz Khalifa's singles. So I'm not going to listen to a full album of Wiz Khalifa. Same thing with 21 Savage. You said what?
I don't know any of that man's music except for that one song from Fast and Furious where the dude died in the car.
Word.
Oh yeah.
Songs.
Oh yeah. But I would say if y'all haven't heard of Roddy Ricch is the up and coming in the West. He's pretty much gonna take Nipsey Hussle's spot in that aspect, in that same lane, because he say a lot of real shit, and his music is sonically good. Like especially the first fucking album, Feed the Streets, it's just good. Like, if you haven't listened to him, that album, that's where you should start off with.
All right, man. I'm gonna take a listen to it.
Yeah, The Baby. I remember you telling me that nigga was wearing a damn diaper. That shit had me. That shit blew me.
I mean, he on now,
man,
so
I don't care. If you represent Charlotte, man, you can't be wearing no fucking diaper. But anyways, you said what?
What if he has to pee?
Okay, all right.
Maybe it's a precautionary measure.
Nah, I fuck with Black though too though. Black.
Oh yeah, definitely. I left him out. You're Black, definitely.
Fuck with him.
Janae Aiko, Ella May, freaking
Travis Scott.
I like
Fuck with
Travis.
Scott.
But yeah, if y'all ain't got, go ahead.
No, I was pushing buttons and something happened. Hold on. There we go. Never mind. Sorry.
You over there pushing buttons off the wine.
I am. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah,
It's all good.
we both lit off the wine. I'm off the OE. Kyle off the New York Air. Go ahead.
You already know. But if y'all ain't got nothing else, we can wrap this joint up.
All right. I'm stuck on the couch right now because I've been drinking.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You got tomorrow off? You off tomorrow?
I am.
That's great.
I put in almost 60 hours this week. I'm off tomorrow. Yeah.
Get up and get some brunch.
Nah.
I feel that.
I'm just gonna lay in my bed, and I don't want nobody talking to me at the restaurants.
Respect on that.
I get in my moods. I will literally tell the waitress, I'm like, listen, if you want 30% tip, can you just not talk to me? I'm gonna tell you exactly what I want, but just don't come back.
Yeah, I be having food in my mouth. They're like, is everything fine? I'm like, yeah. But just get out of here. Just please get it. Food in my mouth. I'm like, I can't talk to you right now. But I mean, I guess it's a part of their job. They got to do it.
I mean, they gotta re-up on the beverage though.
Yeah, like as long like I like to see them. I don't want to like hear them. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
I'm one of the, like when I'm like done peopling, because all I do is people all day long, like back to back to back. When I've gone out to a restaurant with like either someone else or a significant other, I do not want to talk to my waitress at all. Like, and I used to do the waitressing in the management, and I used to be like, I understand exactly what they have to do, and I always tell them, listen, this is a guaranteed tip, but if you want 30%, you got to get the fuck up out my face, because I'm not going to hee-hee with you at this moment. I don't even know you. I've been peopling. I'm trying to enjoy this meal with this other person. You got to go.
See, that's why you got to go to the local McDonald's. They won't bother you over there. Get you a McDouble and fries, you be straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
and you don't need a tip, so that's good over there.
That's crazy,
bro. It's trash. Yo, McDonald's is such trash.
Yeah.
Bojangles, though.
Yeah, it's all trash, but niggas still gonna eat it.
Yeah, because it's cheap. But Bojangles is good.
Yeah.
Church's chicken is good too, low key.
You know, I never had it. I never had Church's chicken.
Yeah, I had it once, a couple times.
I don't like they biscuit. It look weird.
I don't like biscuits, period. So I'm not eating none of that.
Have y'all tried Zaxby's?
Of
Yes,
course.
I looked at like Zaxby's at one point.
Yeah, I ate that shit today.
I feel like it's underrated, man. Like a lot of people just Zaxby's. Oh, okay, yeah. Like people don't crave over it like they should.
Yeah, it's good. I don't like their dipping sauce. I feel like it's mad.
Really?
I don't know. It's
I
just
love
weird.
it.
So you gotta dip it with the tenders. The tenders is fire with the tenders.
The tender toast combo.
I did that. It's the sauce. I feel like it's like ketchup, mustard, Parmesan cheese, a little bit of garlic, some salt, and some pepper. I feel like it's very plain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just feel like somebody who was super, super high that day was like, yo, bruh, taste this. And they just went with it.
I got you.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They put it up in bags, and yep, this is gonna get it. This is a kicker right here.
Yo, I'm gonna put some Parmesan cheese in this shit. It's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah, that was a hot manager. Did that shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
I want some Zaxby's right now.
You should go get some Zaxby's. So when are we supposed to be going on this trip?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's do that.
I mean, I you know what I'm saying? I got it. Wherever it is, I got it. You know what I'm saying?
The room and the food, the drinks on you?
I ain't that kind of got it. Nigga, I just said, nigga, I got it. Like I'm going. Nigga, I'm there. Nigga, like.
That man said, I got my part of the deal.
Oh, you got it? Damn, Zaddy, get it?
Nah,
I ain't say all of that. I ain't say all of that.
This nigga Kai, he off or something.
Yeah, I ain't say.
Nigga off of that Reggie. Nigga, you off the Reggie again?
Nah, not the Reggie. Not the Reggie. Hey G, we got the we got that loud from California, like what old girl said.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But yeah. So first we gotta find a location though.
I'm trying to go to wherever. Overseas, we can stay here.
Nah.
I love New Orleans. I don't know if y'all been.
Yeah, I'm not ready yet for that.
You're not ready.
Yo, I heard him say.
You're not ready.
When you say overseas, you like.
I was stumbling. Like, hold on. Hold on, I ain't making that much.
Sound like a broke down car. God damn, nigga.
Yeah. Messed up my whole.
I'm just saying. Shit. I'm just saying. They got there's group discounts. If you get a good travel agent, it should be dope.
Yo, see, yeah, you up there because I ain't never, I ain't never did no travel agent, none of that shit. This you up there with the rich teams.
That nigga still looking up free agent, nigga. Who on the market still?
Oh my god!
I'm looking at airplane tickets, hotel bookings. I ain't never had a travel agent, but yeah,
Oh god!
But I'm gonna get up there soon.
Whatever though.
I'm gonna get up there soon. Let's pick a city. Let's pick a city within the U.S. first.
On the you want us to stay on the East Coast?
What's on the East Coast? We got New Orleans.
We got Atlanta, New Orleans.
Done it.
We got. I ain't going back to Miami, so fuck that.
Okay.
Let's see.
You got Tennessee.
Tennessee was dope.
You got Memphis, Memphis, Tennessee. Or Nashville.
Let's see. We can go to DC. We can go.
Oh yeah, DC.
DC
That's
seems cool.
DC
seems cool.
Let's see.
Tyreek, he in Virginia.
We can go to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and go get some chocolate soap.
Ugh.
Yeah, he can't go to Pennsylvania anymore.
Oh
Why?
yeah. I mean, I could go to Pennsylvania, just not Philly. I can't go to Philly.
Why was in Philly?
But I want some Philly cheesesteaks though.
So I had a stalker issue. She was in Philly. So if I go to Philly,
in the face with your penis?
No. So the funny thing is,
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. I disregarded that whole thing.
Okay, go ahead.
That's the most disrespectful thing you could. Nah, but
all right, go ahead.
So yeah, we haven't even like met in person type shit. Like we linked, like we was texting because my brother knew her friend and we was about to link up, but I noticed that she was crazy, so I just stopped texting her, and then over time she started stalking me and my ex at the time. So it was a bad situation. We got it situated and everything's okay.
So out of the whole city of Philly, you just can't go there at all?
It was a running joke because she was from Philly, and I was like, if I go to Philly, I just need to pick up my cheesesteak and leave. I don't need to stay longer. She might, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm sure she's off stalking somebody else and getting slapped in the face.
Yeah, probably.
It's fine. So I've never been to Philly. I would love to go to Philly. I've also, where else haven't I been that I keep hearing is amazing? Let's see, been to Atlanta, been to You know, I've never been to Texas. Yo, Texas might be dope. I heard Austin is amazing.
That's a great one.
Houston is popping.
I heard Austin is popping.
Everywhere in Texas is popping.
Yeah, I heard Houston is popping. You know that what's that song Drake did? Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Houston is first for a reason. You feel me? Houston is popping.
Okay. I mean, we can also go to Atlanta too. So, I mean, we can also go to Atlanta. I got family in Atlanta. I also got family. I got family pretty much everywhere.
So we could stay with them and eat their food, or?
Word.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna.
What?
I said, so we could stay with them and eat their food, or?
If we go, we might be able to. That might be a thing. Like, that might be a thing. Because a lot of them I haven't seen since I was younger. So, if I pop up and be like, yo, I'm coming with two dudes, they're probably going to be like, Nia, what type of bullshit you want? And I'm like, no, it's not like that. We not fucking. We just showing up.
So then...
Showing up in turn.
What if I want to build some thigh shit with the locals then?
You said some what?
On some thought shit with the locals.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm fucking with you.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say to that. Bust down Tatiana. I don't know. Like, what do you?
Bust down.
I don't know.
So let's DC or Texas.
Ooh. I've never been to Texas. You want to go to DC? Alright.
We can go to Texas. We can do Texas. If you ain't never been to Texas.
I've never been to Texas. But have y'all been to DC though?
Nah.
I ain't never been to DC.
So I guess we have to do 2 trips. So we can go to Maryland. I mean, I got family in Maryland too.
But but we all 3 of us ain't never been to Texas.
True. Very true. Very true.
It'll be a fun experience.
It would be a fun experience next year.
Then it's a matter of when.
Let
Probably
me see. Next year.
I need vacation time.
I would say next year. Let me see. Next year, spring, summer.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Spring, more likely, because Texas get real hot in the summer, honey.
Facts.
And I'm not trying to be crispy.
You gonna be ready for that, Kai?
Yeah. I could do next year, springtime.
All right.
Alright.
Listen. Or we can get like an Airbnb and just like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bust it down.
Oh, you already know. I'm busting down.
How are you?
Shit crazy.
But yeah, that'd be dope. But we just have to figure out where in Texas, because there's Houston, there's San Antonio, there's Austin. I'm
gonna just do Houston just because Drake said in his song.
Yeah,
Houston?
I met a shawty in Vegas from San Antonio.
Why are you saying you've been saying shorty a lot lately, son?
Really? Never.
I guess it's the OE, man.
You been keeping track?
A little bit.
Okay. Alright.
Drinking for real. Like, talk about the giggles. Ridiculous.
But nah. I mean, we can do Houston. I feel like Houston is most lit.
Wait. So wait a minute. Would you guys do a cruise though?
That's some.
You gotta talk to the big blood about that.
Yeah, that's big blood.
That's big blood money.
Who? Who's big blood?
It's the big blood. You ain't never heard of the big blood?
Yeah, never heard of big blood. It's big blood.
No. Never heard of name refers to big blood.
So the big.
You ever heard of Pyru?
What? No, what's that?
Nah, but like basically the big blood. Yeah, G's a clown. G's a clown. Don't worry about him. The big blood is somebody you just don't fuck with. It's just somebody you don't fuck with. Like, you know, you don't mess with them because they about to beat you up type shit.
Big blood is the head of the blood game. Pyru is a part of blood. It's all. If It's all in there. It's all
Yeah,
inclusive.
yeah. You gotta talk to the big
That
block
was funny.
because I'm under.
Because of my story earlier about the Paru thing. I don't know if you listened to that, but
I did, but I didn't know what you were talking about. I thought it was maybe a fraternity or something. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
it was actually a gang. It was actually
a gang reference.
I got to put you on some Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Put you on some Lil Wayne. Okay.
Do you have to? Can I skip? Can you give me like cliff notes?
No, I'm just put you on from the Carter 1 all the way up to Carter 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have like Excedrin or maybe
No,
some
you gotta
type
listen
of
to every single track.
Oh God,
every
he's
single
giving me a migraine.
single one.
Okay. I'll just take painkillers before we do this so that I'm not that aggravated. It'll be fine.
But if we're going to New Orleans, you have to listen to that.
No, I don't.
If you, one day I'm going to New Orleans again. I mean, well, for the first time, and you're going to go again. But this spring trip is going to be Houston, right?
Yeah.
So we gotta listen to some. Who from Houston?
I think
Slim Thug.
Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce's from Houston, right?
Yeah.
So we got to get information over there.
Yes, we are.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta listen to all straight up Beyonce during the turn up.
Listen, I'm down. If you make me listen to Lil Wayne,
Paul Wall,
you have to listen to Beyonce, the whole thing, every last album.
Honestly, I'm cool with listening to Beyonce. I don't care.
All right. Okay.
I'm cool with Beyonce.
I'm
cool with Beyonce. I'm not a part. I love listening to Beyonce and Rihanna. Like, there was a point in time where if you listen to Rihanna, you couldn't listen to Beyonce. Man, I'm listening to fucking both of them because they both fine on the motherfucking hill and they both make good music. So, fuck y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, so nobody wants to do a cruise.
I feel like
I'm gonna do a
that's
cruise with my family.
Yeah, I'm actually going on a cruise soon with my family. So maybe sometime down the line, another cruise can happen.
Yeah.
But them girls be loose on there, though. That's what they say.
Why you sound like an 18-year-old college student?
You said what?
Them girls be loose over there, though.
Yeah. Anyways. But, yeah, I want to go to Houston. This is the cities I want to go to. This is the top of the charts in the U.S. Houston, New Orleans, Atlanta, D.C., but the Howard area, and L.A. Those are the cities. I already done knocked down Las Vegas.
What about Alabama?
Nah, I'm good. I've already been there, actually, but just for a track meet. But I'm good.
I'm scared of Alabama.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
kind of scared, too.
I'm
good
real
on
scared
that.
of them.
I mean, black people live there. I just got to get hooked up with a black person, be like, yo, where can I go? Where can I not go?
Yeah, they'll tell you not to go to that tree over there. Yeah.
That tree.
Yeah. The fruit, the what is it called?
The knowledge of good and bad.
Strange fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go to, like, I had to drive through Alabama twice, and I was nervous the entire time I was driving.
That's
the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I guess we got to link
on you on the pickup trucks.
I was scared of the cops. I was like, we out here in the shrubs and with Jesus and all the squirrels and shit. Y'all about to shoot my black ass.
True.
Or rape me or put me in the thing. I don't like going through Alabama at all. It's too many places that they can drag you into the woods driving through there.
Yeah. It's not safe out there. It's not safe.
Nah.
Thanks,
Especially when you got jungle fever.
No problem,
Thanks,
man.
God.
No problem.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anyways, is that all niggas got to say?
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Houston, it is. Next year, spring.
Okay, we gotta get a pinpoint in spring because
Let's-
spring is a motherfucking whole season.
Let's
No,
do.
it's not. It's not. I live in Buffalo, New York. Spring is 1 month.
Well, I stay in North Carolina. Spring can flow from February to motherfucking June, so we gotta pinpoint them motherfuckers.
So what we doing? March, April, May.
Spring for Buffalo is April. So we all say
See,
spring.
and your birthday is in April, Kyle.
Oh.
Yeah, my birthday is in April. That is a fact. So that might be a possible April trip then next year.
Yeah.
All right then, we got it locked in.
All right, let's get it, y'all.
Facts.
It's a possible April trip. Will you be more comfortable with March?
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, March, April, May don't matter to me.
I mean, the niggas' lease is up in May. A little better in March. A little better in March.
Let's do March because my lease is.
It's different in March. It's different in March, my nigga.
He not trying to cut it tight to the end. I feel that.
I feel it, man.
You want to do March? We can do March.
We do March. March. Like, yeah.
How you feeling, Nate? How you feeling about March?
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm down for whatever. I mean, not literally down for whatever, but I mean, whatever y'all want to meet up.
I get. We get what you. We get what you.
Don't say those words too loosely around G now.
All right, relax. You gotta relax. All right, now y'all playing. I might be out that OE, right? You know what I'm saying? I gotta relax.
It's totally fine. I have a rule: if I'm not fucking it, I'm not feeding it, or feeding it, not fucking it, and vice versa.
Word. I like that.
Oh, alrighty.
I like that.
Yep.
So it's not gonna be any loose things. Yeah. Listen, I have these singers. It's great.
Oh, okay.
So you have fingers?
No, that is not what I said.
Oh, okay. What you say?
Nothing. I think it's time for me to
she did say that. She did say it.
I did not. I said zingers.
Oh, okay.
Not fingers. Like, what am I gonna do with my fingers?
I thought the conversation was leading toward that end, and
no.
You took it there, Nia. You took it there.
I did not.
What she did was throw the alley oop, and
I
put it up
didn't.
there.
I didn't throw anything. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I'm at in life.
Facts. Yo, let's close this out with some shout outs though, man. Give some shout outs out.
Shout out to Coco Golf or whatever her name is, the 15-year-old tennis player that we had failed to mention when she was, doing her thing during that whole little tennis shit. She lost in the earlier round. She lost. I mean, she made it pretty far for her age, and she beat Venus Williams. So shout out to her for that. Shout out to Adrian James' son. He's 8th grader, squatting 225, benching 155, and doing his thing. Shout out to him. Let's see. And, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, and then shout out to Teddy Bruschi. The old Patriots linebacker. He had a stroke a couple weeks back, but he good now. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the U.S. women's soccer team.
Damn, G. I was about to say that.
You know what I'm saying? The first time you come up in this motherfucker prepared. God damn it, Kai.
That's crazy.
Gotta let me know. Alright, shit. Got anybody else in? Shit.
Blueface for having a career and he sucks.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I like that one. Because I agree. But, I'm going to say this. Anybody black making money, I respect it. I'm all for it.
No. Listen, I'm behind him 100%, but he's trash.
Yeah, he's trash. But
wait, who y'all talking about?
She talking about Blueface.
Oh, Blueface.
I mean,
yeah,
I don't
we
respect what he did to his moms and sis. But in general, like generally speaking, somebody black making money, I'm going to support it.
So what did he do to his mom and his sister? I'll just Google it. It's fine.
No, I'm not saying I'm supporting him. I'm saying generally speaking, somebody black making money.
He basically his mom basically because his one of his girlfriends didn't say nothing to his mom, so his mom started popping shit at her, and then Blueface, instead of just breaking it up and just being like, y'all be on some chill shit, he just took the side of the one of the girlfriends and just started pushing his mom down the fucking stairs and kicking and all that bullshit. Kicked her out. Sister recording the whole thing. Yeah, it was sad. And yeah, but you know, it is what it is.
Shout out to Diddy for being an inspiration and a role model.
Yeah, shout out to him for that.
He does a lot of things, you know, and Jay-Z, because he knows a lot of things and he's doing the right thing. He's a billionaire, and I need to get there one day.
Yeah, I love Jay-Z. He's like my favorite.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dennis Rodman for getting recorded stealing from a store and having, you know, his little entourage or whatnot helping him steal from that store. So, shout out to Dennis Rodman.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap this up after that one. So I want to thank Nia for joining us again for this podcast. I hope we have plenty more with her on board. I want to thank G for joining as well, just like every week he does, and it was a great conversation.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been such a pleasure, and anytime you want me on, I'll come back.
Facts.
Nigga said that like I was a damn guest. Nigga, I'm here. I'm a host. Nigga.
That's why I said like every week. That's why I said like every week. I had to clean it up. I'm
fucking with you, man. Relax.
I'm relaxed. Right. You on the OE. You need to relax. You need some water in your system.
You're right. I'm about to take some right now.
Nah, but yeah, let's wrap this up. Make sure you guys follow the page on Instagram, the Burg Bros Podcast. Keep looking at those YouTube videos. You can follow me on Instagram and all social media sites at the Crooklyn Third. Yeah, what you got for me, G?
Yeah, y'all like, subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? We're back. Sorry that we missed the past week, cause niggas had to, hit up Vegas. So, hey, we back in full fledged now.
Yep, we're back, and we're going to come with greater content. This is not going to last for long, too. Greater content is coming in the future. And thank you guys again for listening. Thank you.